Is there even really a point to doing this stream anymore because all the picks got leaked? Yeah, everything got leaked. I see some very wonderful people here in the chat. Hello, we have 88 beautiful people here checking out the expansion draft. What I have here is a little spreadsheet that we did that is going over the entire Seattle expansion draft. So what we're going to be going over here is the entire thing. Let's go over... I know it's a blank screen right now. Don't worry. I get it. But if we go over here and we take a look at it, okay, this is what we see. Okay, there isn't any camera or anything on this. Let's go ahead and try a different one. Do we have a different template here? Okay. There should be another one here that I think actually does it properly. Okay, we're going to have to format this here, guys. Just bear with me for a second. Alright, let's try to get this in here. Maybe not that one. Alright. Yeah, we're working things out on the fly. So it's kind of, it is what it is. Alright, let's go to... Let's just try to zoom it out then. Let's try to zoom it out. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, here. So, the Seattle expansion draft right here has been leaked. Every pick has been leaked by NHL insiders, and I'm trying to find a way to put this into the screen right here. Alright, there we go. There we go. We'll do that. And then we will take all the other stuff here that we have in previous ones, like the alert box, the frame, and the video footage. We're going to copy all that. We're going to paste that into this other one over here. Yes, there we go. There we go. Alright, that's exactly what we want here. Yes, we're building everything out on the fly. That is exactly what we need to do. Okay, so Twitter, Manscaped, and the viewer counts and all that stuff. We're going to put that out there as well. Okay, let's go ahead and do all of this. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong one here. This one. Big apologies, my friends. Big apologies, but we did need to create a brand new one of these little templates right here to get everything sorted out nicely. But yes, you can see it on the screen. All of the things have already been leaked. And I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. It's pretty nutty, isn't it? So, okay, there we go. I'm done fiddling around with my computer. We have all the picks over here. So I'm going to go over here and take a look at all the names and see everybody in the chat here. What's going on, guys? Wow, we have 128 people. That's fantastic. Hopefully the side deals are worth something. Absolutely, Maple. Absolutely. That's kind of the only reason we're going to be watching this thing now, just to see the side deals, because we don't have any more picks to announce, because we already know who everybody's going to be who's selected from each team. I hate it when people are late. Nah, bro, it's not late. The stream, like the actual program itself, starts at like 5. It's 3:30 right now, so we've got a long time to go before we actually get everything done here. Why did Seattle pass up on Tarasenko? I guess because they want defense and they don't want to get rid of cap space, I guess. Also, yeah, EP40's kind of right there. He hasn't really played a lot. On the positive side, Price is staying. Yeah, that's a very good thing for Canadiens fans. Unless, of course, you wanted Price to be taken, which is a completely different thing over there. Lego will be back at 7:30. That's okay. That's all good, Dylan. Here to see your reactions. There's no more reactions, Princess Flora. All the pics have been leaked. Lego showing off the... No, we're not doing that. I think maybe the NHL learned a bit from Vegas. What did they learn? They still leaked everything, bro. I mean, you might be referring to the trades, which in that case, we haven't seen them yet. So I think you might actually have a point there. They took True over Gambrell, probably a side deal. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We will see. I'm just going to go ahead on my phone here, see how the stream quality looks. Can you actually see the names? Yeah, you can see the names. Okay, we're good. Okay. Alright, that's good. What do you think of True, Lego? Honestly, man, I didn't know who this guy was until I looked up his name earlier today. Like, I'm not going to lie, a lot of these names, like... Obviously, I recognize the majority of them. But Gavin Bayreuther from Columbus, I had no idea who this guy was. Alexander True from San Jose, no idea who he was. Pretty much everybody else I was familiar with, especially in the middle part. Like, I know even some of the underrated guys, like Nathan Bastian from New Jersey, for example. Like, I know he's not really the most popular guy over there, but I've been a really big Bastian fan ever since his days with the Steelheads, so there's a little bit of scouting, I guess, on my behalf to be aware of these players. Obviously, Morgan Geekie from Carolina, the guy who has, like, I don't know, the highest goals per game in the NHL, like, ever. Something like that. Will Borgen from Buffalo. This is a really interesting one because we actually had the insiders leak out that Borgen was the pick earlier in the day, and then they retracted their statements. They said, "Oh no, it's just a leak. It's not actually Borgen. It's somebody else. We don't know." And then all of a sudden, a few hours later, it was Pierre LeBrun coming out and saying, "Yeah, it is Borgen." So, all the picks got leaked like 7 hours before the actual expansion draft program was supposed to start on TV, so that feels fantastic. Big ups to Detroit, though, because Detroit was actually the last team to have their pick leaked. And it took them like an extra few hours for the insiders to go out there and actually reveal what Detroit's pick was, which was eventually chosen out to be Dennis Cholowski, which really surprises me. We're going to be talking a little bit more about this stuff when the draft actually happens, because obviously, even though this roster is pretty much set in stone, it's not really set in stone, It's just the insiders going out there leaking all the stuff they've heard until the names are announced on the NHL's website and on the program. We're not going to treat them as if they're 100% real, even though they're most likely real. But yeah, there are a lot of discussions to be had here. Literally 30 new players on new teams, so I think we can go out there and have maybe smaller discussions about all of them. Obviously, you could talk a lot more about Mark Giordano from Calgary than you can, I don't know, let's say Tyler Pitlick from Arizona. Like, I'm just trying to think about the names that I'm more familiar with and I can actually have bigger conversations about. But yeah, I'm going to scroll down here in the chat. Take a look at what's going on here. We got a lot of people here. Insiders are poison. Oh, man. Did they not leak Kerfoot for Toronto? They did, but the thing is... Okay, so the reason people are talking about Kerfoot in Toronto is because we had a video being shot at that Seattle fish store where they like to throw the fish. Kevin Weeks was standing there with one of the employees, and some person on the side was filming them as they were recording a video to a big camera that was saying, "Oh, the Seattle Kraken select forward Alexander Kerfoot." And that was what the employee said. Kevin Weeks, "Okay, back to you guys at the studio." They pre-record the segments, obviously. It's like that because you're making a theatrical experience with this expansion draft. And the thing that people didn't realize was that they filmed multiple takes. They filmed not just a video of the fish guy catching it and saying it's Alexander Kerfoot to the camera. They also filmed one saying Jared McCann. And then they also filmed one apparently saying a whole bunch of other names. And eventually, today, it was revealed that it's Jared McCann apparently going to the Seattle Kraken. So good on him, good on another former Vancouver Canuck in making it to the big time. Exodus, man, what's going on? Thank you so much for being here, man. Yes, sir, I think Tarasenko gonna get traded after, and they choose Vince Dunn. They did choose Vince Dunn, yes. We did see the insiders leak out the information. As for Tarasenko, though, we'll see what happens there, man. Mark, thank you so much for your subscription here, my friend. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and put the Manscaped thing underneath there. Did Seattle get Jamie Alexiak? Yes, apparently they did, and apparently they're signing him to a contract. That was actually leaked, like, yesterday, too, as well. Elliot Friedman, man. Lego, are you trying to show off your gym gains? Nah, we don't go as much as we should because, social distancing. Got free weights at home, but that's pretty much it. Do you think the Panthers have enough capital in terms of draft picks and prospects to trade for Patrick Laine? Oh, man. I mean, what is that going to cost you? I really liked a lot of the prospects that the that the Florida Panthers do have. I'm a big fan of Denisenko. I love Michael Benning from the NCAA. Don't know if all that stuff is enough, though, to get Laine, of all people, because Laine is a very, very big fish and a big ask. My dad is a Canucks fan, Master Savage says. That is awesome. What if they load up on one position and then deal them later? I didn't see Vegas draft, so this is my first expansion draft. Yeah, so apparently they're going to try to go ahead and do that. You notice here on the graph, they do have 3 goaltenders. They have Dreger, Decord, Vanacek. Obviously, you're going to go out there, get some guys for your AHL team, but we had some word earlier in the week that maybe the Seattle Kraken are just going to take as many goalies as they want and just trade them later for other stuff. Obviously, because we have the picks leaked now, we don't really know if that's possible anymore, but 3 goalies is more than you need. I mean, there was like a limit as to how much, or a minimum as to how many they were supposed to get, but who's to say you can't get 3 of these guys in Vanacek, in Decord, and in Chris Dreger, maybe trade a Decord or trade a Vanacek and then sign just some random AHL plugs. Like, you do have options here. As for the rest of the lineup, though, I mean, they have a lot of D-men. Lozon, Borgen, Giordano, Beruther, Oleksiak, McDermott, Soucy, Fleury, Dunn. Now, granted, a lot of these guys are AHL caliber and mostly AHL guys. But again, it's the depth. They kind of just went by the book here. It wasn't really surprising to see what they did. They didn't really make any super ambitious picks, in my opinion, aside from Mark Giordano. We'll see what they do in free agency, though. I guess that's where the big heavy lifting is going to happen for the Seattle Kraken here. Deneau signing with the Kraken? I don't know. Seattle has a nice defense, to be honest. Yeah, if they get everybody healthy. Told you guys, Appleton over DeMello. I'm honestly kind of surprised they did it, man. Like, I think this decor could use a Dylan DeMello. Like, a lot of people are praising a lot of these defensive picks. Oh, Chalowski's going to be so good. Like, if you've been watching Detroit, I don't know if Chalowski's got it in him, man. I mean, new experience, new team, whatever, big fresh start. That's good for him, but we'll see. Chalowski played in the BCHL for the Chiefs. Yeah, it's amazing to see him back here on the West Coast. Would you ever cover the whole NHL consistently? I think for the most part we try to do that when it's not like this time. During the regular season, whatever news pops up, we just make a video about it. It's small, it's whatever. But at this time, like, we can't do that. Like, there's just so much to talk about that if I tried to dedicate myself to covering every single piece of news, I would either have to A, not sleep, or B, only make one video a day talking about everything. And that is not really a business model that I want to follow, so I don't think we're going to be able to do that. So why didn't Seattle pick Price? Because he's expensive, and because Mark Bergevin's bet paid off, ultimately. Hyman is going to the Oilers. Yeah, we'll see, man, we'll see. I'm sorry, Lego. I promised I would give you 100 Canadian bucks if Montreal won the cup. Yeah, no, it's okay. Don't worry. The fact that you're here in general is good enough for me. I just don't know why they leaked the picks. Because the insiders want to go out there and establish credibility for themselves. So they say what they hear, and they end up getting things correctly. Oh, there we go. Fizzy. There we go. That is a good message to put out there. Thank you. However, I will say, for the most part, people don't really complain about the footage and whatnot on these streams. People complain, why can't you stream the game when it's like, when it's, normally when it's for like, like games, people really don't like it. But when it comes to, streams like these, where it's not really like a game, it's just like, it's a draft. Like, as long as people can see the names, they're good. So, I don't think we'll have anybody going out there yelling at me because I'm not streaming the footage of the draft. Lego, what big-time trades can you see the Panthers making this offseason to acquire another superstar? I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. They got a lot of pieces, but we'll see. Anyone think we'll get finessed? I hope we do, dude. I hope that all the picks that we had from Frank Saravalli were wrong, and we just have a completely different roster that is so different. We got like Tarasenko, Ovechkin, Voracek, and all these other guys. It would be so funny to see everybody's like credibility get completely thrown out the window in one afternoon, but obviously that's not going to happen. No one picked anyone yet. Yeah. I hate TSN for leaking. Okay, you know what the thing is though, like with the leaks, like at the end of the day, like, are you surprised? Like, I mean, casual hockey fans probably are not on Twitter, and like it seemed like every like 5 minutes we were getting a Frank Saravelli tweet talking about which player was taken. So it's not surprising to me that it went down like that, because now we're in an age where social media is king and players can just get called up by insiders. Hey, did you get picked? And then they're just like, yeah, man, I got picked. And then it's like, okay, now we know he got picked. Let's tweet it out. Like, it's kind of all over the place in this world, and it does leave for very few surprises. But you know what? It is what it is. Rask is one of my favorites. Which one? There isn't a Rask that was taken. You mean Tuukka Rask or Victor Rask? I like Victor Rask from the Hurricanes. Can you see the Jets trading one of Seattle's defense tonight? Maybe like an Alexiak or a Dunn? I don't think so. I'm not sure, actually. How about Lego? The Canucks make the playoffs this upcoming season. $50 per series win. How does that sound, my friend? Bedman, you don't need to donate if you don't want to, man. It's okay. Whatever terms you are comfortable with, I am okay with as well. Can you imagine if my Panthers finish up the trifecta by drafting the third center from Finland this year in the draft after getting Lundell? Yeah, they should get Ati Ratu. Do that, man. Barkov, Lundell, Ratu, that'd be fantastic. Lego, pretend you're a GM and you get to pick 9th overall. Who do you go with? Well, it really depends on who's there. I think if one of Johnson, Clark, Hughes, or Eklund are there, you go with one of them, but that's pretty much it. Interesting choices on the goalies. You'd think they'd go with someone a little stronger. Honestly, man, I think you're kind of underplaying Chris Streeter. Part of the reason the Panthers were so good... Voice crack. Part of the reason the Panthers were so good this year was because of Dreger and not Bobrovsky. So, I mean, he's a really good goaltender, and he's going to get that extension for a reason. Wait, these are all the picks already? Yeah, Harry. Every, like, few minutes earlier in the day, we had NHL insiders like Pierre LeBrun, Frank Saravelli, and all them tweet out who's going to be picked. And it's like, dude, even Steve Dangle leaked a pick. Like, this John Quenneville over here, Steve Dangle leaked that. He was hearing that it was Quenneville, and eventually it was revealed to be Quenneville. Like, even he got in on the action of revealing all these picks before we were supposed to see them revealed live. But some of the other ones, though, I think most of them were Saravelli and LeBrun. Cholowski, this one was actually Mark Spector. And then we had Vancouver. This one was Rick Dhaliwal from Vancouver, of course. But, yeah, all the picks got leaked, so apparently this is what we have. That would be hilarious if this list was a lie. What's the point of the draft if they leaked it? Yeah, like, I mean, it's not like the NHL themselves leaked it. It was the TSN guys and the Daily Faceoff guys, and I guess Elliot Friedman too, who leaked it. Which kind of goes against his own business model, you know? Like, imagine working for Sportsnet and you're like, oh, we're gonna leak all the picks here, meaning that the program that we're going to have later on today on Sportsnet isn't really needed anymore. Like, you don't need to watch what our Sportsnet program... You don't need to watch Sportsnet anymore because you can just go on Twitter and you can see all the picks. So it's kind of weird how that happens, but you know what? It is what it is. Can you make a mock expansion draft in the chat? No, that's a little bit too much too late. I can't go on Instagram. They ruined the fun. Happy the price is staying. Yeah, Mark Bergevin's bet, it really paid off, dude. The hockey guy had Edvinson slipping to San Jose. If that happens, I'd cry. He could, man. Honestly, Edvinson could go as low as, like, number 10. Like, Pierre LeBrun said it, or not Pierre LeBrun, Bob McKenzie said it on the TSN, or the draft show, that aside from Power and Beniers, that big group of Eklund, Edvinson, Eklund, Edvinson, Johnson, like, they're all scrambled all over the place. You can have any one of those guys going up to number 3 or number 10. So, how long will the video be about who the Canucks draft? It'll just probably be a reaction video to the draft pick when it's made, and we'll just do some on-the-spot analysis. We did that with Podkolzin 2 years ago, and we did that with the Goalie and the Amirov and the Caulfield and the Cider and all that in the previous few seasons as well. So I think it should be kind of in that kind of territory. I would say Canada has the most great players. It is their sport. In terms of, like, measuring up the league, yeah, pretty much. Chalowski played in the Chiefs. Good to see him back in the West Coast. Yeah, it is. Driedger put up good numbers this year. Do you think he'll be the starter? Yeah, he kind of has to be, man. Like, Vanacek was fantastic this year as well, but I think it's Driedger's net. Like, you're going to get this guy. You're going to sign him to a big extension. You're not going to sign him to that extension to be the backup. You know, like, Driedger has proved in Florida that he's better than Bobrovsky, and Bobrovsky is like a top tier, you know, top of the line goaltender. So I think this is going to be a really good pickup for Seattle and for Driedger himself, man. Like, this is a good opportunity for that guy. I'm kind of sad Mark Giordano was not a Flame. Yeah, it's going to be weird, man. It's going to be really weird. Like, I think on this list, like, Giordano is by far their best player. Like, by far. It's not even close. Like, who even is, like, at the same caliber as a Giordano? Like, Yanni Gourde? Like, I get Yanni Gourde is good, but he was a third-line center his entire career. So, like, yeah. And it's kind of crazy because they had opportunities to get more. You know, like, Ovi was a UFA from Washington. Tarasenko was available right there, too. Even from Montreal, you know, Carey Price, Shea Weber. I know the status of their health is really concerning, but they're still available. They went with Cale Fleury instead, though. Like, interestingly enough, like, they go with the brothers here, man. Hayden Fleury and Cale Fleury. I'm just realizing that. They intentionally went out there and acquired both the Fleurys just for the memes, I guess. They should have gotten Chris Tanev from Calgary, bro. I don't even think he was available, but they should have done that. What do you believe was the worst pick? I don't know. I mean, it'd be easy to just take a look at the guys that I don't know. Like, I'd say, okay, would you rather have Max Domi or Gavin Bayreuther? Like, no disrespect to Gavin Bayreuther, but, like, I didn't know this guy existed until today. So, yeah. I mean, Jordan Eberle is also really good, too. I forgot about him. He's fantastic. Why didn't you make your video about the Adin Hill trade? What are your thoughts on it? Mostly because I didn't really have too much to say about that trade. I don't really have too many thoughts on it. I apologize, but that's pretty much it. There were so many, like, under normal circumstances, I probably would have took the time out of my day to make a video about that trade, but, like, the fact that we had 4 other trades in the day, plus big news that Carey Price was waiving his no move for the expansion draft, I was like, okay, we need to shove all that aside, make videos about the other stuff, because that's more important in my opinion. And at the end of the day, you know, it was quite literally at the end of the day, and I was like, there's no real time to make any more videos, so I'm just gonna leave it. Are you upset with Lindgren? I mean, kind of. We'll go out there and make some more extended thoughts when the pick is actually made, but, like, somebody was gonna get picked, man. I'm just kind of surprised that it was Cole Lind of all people. Oh, Bedman, coming in here. Thank you so much for the super. The Brad Marchand gift. Pop it up here on the screen. $10 for your thoughts on what the Canucks are going to do with Nate Schmidt and Braden Holtby, and your rough guess on PD and Hughes' new contract. By the way, I got the new reverse retro jersey. That is fantastic, my friend. Hopefully you're liking it. I love the reverse retro jersey. The Sprite can looks fantastic in my opinion. But, yeah. What are they going to do with Schmidt? Honestly, I think Schmidt's probably going to be traded. Like, if I had to place money on it, I'd say it's more likely that he gets traded than not. But, you know, we'll see. Nate Schmidt's a guy that definitely is a great locker room personality or whatever, but, like, they don't even go out there and deuce too much in the locker room anymore. Oh my goodness, General Imlera, thank you so much for your super too. I'll just finish up answering Bedman's question here, and then I'll get to yours. What are they going to do with Braden Holtby, though, the Canucks? They're just going to play him out, and he's just going to be there. Unless they trade him in the next week. Rick Dollywall did say that a lot of teams are calling about Holtby, but the Canucks don't want to retain salary, so things are not getting done. So I think maybe if the Canucks end up budging, they'll probably go out and find a way to get Holtby out there. And if that happens, then hey, let's get Michael DiPietro in. Let's give him the backup role. I want to see what he can do in the NHL. Rough guess on the Petey and Hughes contracts. I'm going to say bridge deal for Petey. Maybe 3 years at like 7.5. Hughes, maybe let's go a little bit longer. Let's say 5 years, maybe in the same-ish kind of range. Maybe 6.8 or whatever, 6.9. Pop. I don't know, something like that. That's kind of what I'm feeling when it comes to the contracts, just based off of all the hearsay that we have. But thank you so much, though, Bedman. I really appreciate the super chat right here. Thank you to you as well, General Imlerith. I'm just seeing that there isn't a comment here, but I really appreciate that. He's got the Eren Yeager Titan profile picture. That is fantastic. Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry. If you have not seen Shingeki no Kyojin. I do like the Sprite jersey. Yeah, me too. I really badly want the Canucks to take Lysell or Hughes. Having Lysell on the Canucks with Höglander on the same line would be absolutely ballistic. That would be fantastic, I think. The side deals Seattle got are crazy. No way they pass on Domi for Bayreuther without compensation. That's kind of true. Sucks the Wings lost Cholowski, but at least we still have Stetcher. Pretty much, eh? That's pretty much the sentiment that I'm seeing about that when it comes to Cholowski. Are these the final picks, Jacob Play says? Technically, no, because nothing has been officially confirmed, but this is what Pierre LeBrun, Saravelli, Friedman, and all those guys have been saying. So it's pretty much the list. Like, people are getting really upset because all a lot of these picks were revealed, like, before noon. Oh, Sharoon, thank you so much for your super chat over here. Now that we know the outcome of the draft, who does Seattle need to sign in free agency? Oh boy, who do they sign in free agency? Landeskog, Jaden Schwartz. We know they really like Jaden Schwartz from the insider information we had earlier today. But I think Jaden Schwartz is my main go-to one. And then I guess we'll probably say Landeskog. Okay, that's kind of a meme. But I don't know, just whoever's there, I guess. Really depends. I'm trying to sign into my Twitter account here on the other laptop that I have. Okay. I think I might have forgotten my password here. Oh boy. That's really not good. What players do you think are most likely to jump up in the draft? I think Carson Lambos can go up. Yeah, I think he could as well. Carson Lambos could, like, honestly, he might go as low as maybe like 30, but I would not be surprised to see him somewhere in the top 20. The league should be embarrassed for letting this get leaked. I mean, there are so many people involved in the process of, like, leaking an entire roster too, right? Like, we spoke about this earlier, but, like, you know, you have so many guys that have connections to these players or the agents, and they can just call them up with a phone call. Oh, hey, do you guys get picked by Seattle? Yeah, man, I got picked by Seattle. I've got to book a plane ticket there. I'm going to go there next week. And it's like, okay, boom, there we go. There's a tweet. Something, whatever is now picked by Seattle. Am I Filipino-American? No, I'm Filipino purely. I was born in the Philippines to full Filipino parents, moved to Canada at the age of 1.5. Bedman, thank you so much for the super right here again. Oh my goodness, you're way too kind. Who do you want the Canucks to sign in free agency? I want the Canucks to sign Alex Ovechkin. I also want them to get Landeskog. I want them to get Jaden Schwartz, and I want them to get Taylor Hall too. Is that too much to ask for? I think it might be a little bit too much. But you know what? Who do I want the Canucks to sign? I want them to go after every good player. Seems like a really weak team. Honestly, it kind of does, Hockey High. But I think this is the kind of team that's like, you know, a lot of these players could really become a little bit more than what they are today. I think, at least. So, we'll see. Which team lost the best player? Eberle Islanders or Giordano Calgary? And I don't think it's really close. I mean, you could argue Dridge or Florida, but, like, that's a goalie. It's a little bit different. Other than that, though, like, I mean, a lot of these teams didn't lose out on the, like, the Devils had Subban available, you know? Oh, thank you for the subscription there. I really appreciate that. Sorry, I just missed your name. Let's check it out here on the replay. Matt Campbell, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. But yeah, like a lot of, like, the Devils had Subban. Montreal obviously had Price and Weber available. Pittsburgh had Zucker available. Vancouver technically had Louis Eriksson available. He is an all-star, so I'm not really too sure why the Kraken didn't take him. As for some of the other names, no. Like, I mean, technically Washington had Ovechkin, but that doesn't really count because he's a UFA. I hate Ken Holland. I miss Adam Larson. He's good. Ken Holland is fantastic. I could easily see Lamos jumping into that top 10 pick consideration. Oh, boy. Puck Analysis on Instagram says that he's similar to Jake Muzzin. Yeah, I think somebody else made that comparable as well. Muzzin with Lambos. I forgot who else said it, but I definitely did see that comparison made elsewhere. What about Klingberg to the Habs? Maybe. We'll see. Cliff, you're welcome for the wrench. I went out there and added a whole bunch more wrenches before today's streams because I was like, yeah, we're going to have a lot of people for these bigger streams, so we got to get some more wrenches out there. I think LEGO made new mods because getting new viewers, and I guess I'm one of them. I was here since the 2020 playoff streams. Yeah, Zachy, pretty much. Congrats. Popeye, Cliff, Zachy. There were a few others as well. I can't actually access my Twitter account right now, so okay, let's just try the forgot password. Like, I seriously forgot my my password. Okay. Yanni Gourde, yeah. Sucks that Gio won't be a Flame, but $6.75 million in cap space. Yeah, pretty much, eh? Bring your inner child, Ruben. Thank you so much for your subscription. What an interesting username. I had to, like, double check what exactly that was about, but thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here we go. Love your content, bro. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you, I appreciate that. Brent Clark always sucks in NHL 21. Yeah, it's kind of weird, dude. A lot of the prospects are, like, really strange for the, like, the NHL development. Seattle already has a really good defense core. Yeah, they kind of do. Red, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. It's a shame my boys Tampa Bay lost Yanni Gourde. He was okay for us in the Stanley Cup. Dude, the way you're talking about that. Oh, it's so bad that we lost him. It's so sad. Hey, he was kind of okay. Like, dude, you see how the difference there? That's kind of funny how that reaction went. Are the Fleury brothers related to Fleury? No, they're not. Hayden Fleury and Cale Fleury are not related to Marc-Andre Fleury. They're not. I'd been waiting for the stream all day, not gonna lie. Me too, Fizzy. I like how the draft isn't for another hour and everyone knows everything already. Yeah, Cliff, we knew everything like 7 hours before the actual program was gonna start. It sucks. But you know what? That's the new world we live in. Lots of technology going around here. Lots of stuff going about with the, you know, social medias and whatnot. I live 50 miles from San Jose, but I'm a Canucks fan. Interesting, Popeye Sailor. I didn't know that. I knew you were a Canucks fan, but man. Watch Lynn put up 40 points next year, eh? Yeah, dude. I swear to goodness gracious, he's going to go out there and he's going to do that. Because he just has to. Okay. Do they even need the draft? We already know everything. I mean, I'm just going to be tuning in for the trades at this point because we already have all the picks. So we just need to understand the context of the picks. Okay, why did they take Gavin Bayreuther over Max Domi? Like, what was the compensation there, if they even had compensation, you know? What's the cap hit on this team? Oh, boy. I I didn't even look at that. You know what? That's a good question. I'm not sure. Hi, I just got back. I haven't seen a video in a while. Glad to be back. Hey, thank you, TailsFan99. That would be Canucks luck. It would be BJ Ball, and it would be. I'm from the East Coast of the U.S., and as a Sharks fan, the game started at 10:30 p.m. The Why I Want series is awesome, by the way. Thank you, Master Savage. I appreciate that. 20 of those 40 points are going to come against the Canucks. Watch Lynn become a 40-goal scorer. Oh, my goodness. You guys absolutely killing me here, bro. Absolutely killing me. This stinks. It kind of does, but you know what? I'm not surprised. Like, I would have guessed that it would have gone down like this. Like, regardless. I guess the price was not right for Seattle. Yeah, can't believe I'm laughing at that. MK Gaming by Munich, thank you so much for the super chat right here. I mentioned in the previous live stream I was gonna join you here for the expansion draft and thought to come back and show my support again. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. You've got a very kind heart. Thank you, MK Gaming by Munich. I hope the Kraken suck a little bit. It would it would suck to have them win their first year out. They should have taken Patty Maroon, bro. Then they would have won the cup. Give him that 4-peat right there. Cap hit can't be that high. Yeah, it shouldn't be that high. Like, look at the names. Aside from Giordano, like, you don't have too many big contracts here. I live in Sweden and I like Vancouver. That is fantastic, Robin. What in the world? Lego, what's good, bro? Andrew, how are we doing? Thanks so much for being here. How many points for Caulfield next season? Oh boy, it's been... How long have we been streaming for? It's been 40 minutes, and this is the first time we have mentioned Caulfield's name once. Oh, I feel like I've betrayed my boy, you know? That was kind of weird. I shouldn't be saying that. I'm only like a year older than you, or than him. I don't know how many points Caulfield gets next year. Your guess is as good as mine. Hey, Fizzy, no spamming. I'm from Timrå, Sweden, where Elias Pettersson and Jonathan Dahlin play. That is amazing, William. I always love watching the old highlights of Jonathan Dahlin and Elias Pettersson. Where's Joffrey Lupul at nowadays? I don't know where Joffrey Lupul's at nowadays. Hey, it's Tyler for the Habs. I can't believe they picked McDermott over Clegg. Yeah, me too. Honestly, like, Clegg was my pick. It would have been Clegg or Grunstrom if I had the choice. I think they're both fantastic. So, yeah, I'm really surprised that they didn't end up getting any of those guys. Is Colin going to become the next Tyler Toffoli against the Canucks? I hope he doesn't, but I would not be surprised if he did. Because that's just the Vancouver Canucks luck, you know? That's the Canucks. This is the leaked team, right? Pretty much Armonux, pretty much. Elliot Friedman, Frank Saravelli. It was mostly Frank Saravelli going out there and doing everything. Okay, so... Okay, so now we're back on Twitter. We are over here taking a look at all the stuff here. Oh, there are some pretty cool tweets coming out here from the sporting world. Giannis Antetokounmpo saying, "What's up, world?" But, yeah, I'm just kind of going through, trying to take a look at... Okay, yeah, so Hyman and the Oilers. Jake Allen stuff. Vancouver wants to trade Nate Schmidt, according to Pierre LeBrun. Ryan Strome might get involved in the trade for Mark Giordano with the Rangers and the Kraken. So we'll see if that goes down that way. And it's 102 Fahrenheit in Los Angeles right now, which is 38 degrees Celsius. So fantastic for people in LA. Yeah. Good on them. Okay. I could see Lynn being a high top 9 in the 35 to 40 points a season guy. Yeah, me too. I always kind of thought that Lynn had a high offensively capable ceiling, especially for a second-round pick. It's kind of interesting because what Höglander is doing now, like, that's kind of in that similar range, you know? Watch Seattle sign to no Hamilton and Riley. Okay, look, come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, let's scroll down here to the bottom of the chat. Chalowski over Stetcher. Yeah, I'm really surprised. They must be going for the youth and the, you know, the age and the development, I guess. Because Stetcher, I mean, Stetcher is great. I love Troy Stetcher. Everybody knows how much I love Stetcher, but he is 27. How old is he? Wait, like, Troy Stetcher. He is 27, exactly 27. Chalowski's like 23 or whatever, so that's 4 extra years of development there. Everyone should troll Saravalli for leaking. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. At the end of the day, you know, Saravalli just left TSN. He's at Daily Faceoff right now. He has to establish that he's still the guy, and he's still as credible as ever. And he did that today, dude. Like, I think somebody posted a graphic, like, Saravalli was averaging, like, 15 tweets a minute, or an hour. 15 or 20 tweets an hour, something like that. Like, leaking, just whoever it was taken by Seattle. Did the actual draft start yet? No, the actual draft starts in 45 minutes. Bleacher Report leaked everything, too. Lind sucks. Lind is also really young, and he only played 7 games. He also was a top AHL guy for the Comets, so I don't really think he's that bad. Why don't they take players like Tarasenko, Landeskog, and Subban? Because they have a high cap hit? Yeah, because they have a high cap hit. Like, if there was no salary, like, for sure, they'd probably take, like, Subban, Ovechkin, Tarasenko, Price. But Ron Francis said it himself, man. They want to value cap space. Do you know Thomas Gradin? I don't know him personally, but I know who he is. He's the Canucks, head of European scouting, and he also was a legend with the team. Also the guy that kind of discovered, or was pushing for Pettersson at the 2017 draft. Not to mention the Sedins, too. I'm surprised they didn't take Tarasenko. I mean, look, under normal circumstances, I'd probably say the same, but, like, Vince Dunn's a really good defenseman. Like, the fact that Dunn was available, it would have been him or Tarasenko, in my opinion. Like, if you're not going to take Tarasenko, I can understand it. As long as you take Dunn. You look 17. I'm just Filipino, bro. Lego, I'm here watching you instead of the hockey guy. Please don't tell. He gets really jealous when I see other YouTubers. Does he actually? Oh, boy. That's probably not, honestly, like, I don't think that's really... Yeah, I wouldn't want to test that either, going out there, like, to other YouTubers and saying, oh, I watched this other guy instead. That's kind of an unneeded comment, like, to be honest, if you're on the receiving end of that. I appreciate you for being here, Brett, but yes, it's probably best to just, like, not really be open with that stuff. They want the number 1 pick. They're picking not all the good players. Okay, look. If there's a year to tank, it is next year. And they're going to... If Seattle gets Shane Wright next year, like, that could be fantastic. Fantastic. They're going to acquire another first-round pick or whatever in this year's draft. Get Brennan Othman in the draft in the first round of 2021. Get Shane Wright in 2022. All is well in Seattle. Your videos are awesome. I listen. It's good to put a face to the voice. Weird there's no NHL video game playing in the background. Yeah, tape it. It is what it is. You know, all this stuff, it takes a while to set up. By the way, before we proceed, I wanted to show this off real quickly here. Because the reuniting of the Broncos happened, Michael, thank you for your subscription here. Because the reuniting of the Broncos happened the other day, had to bust out the jersey here. As you can see, this is we got Broncos 29, hashtag Humboldt Strong, because there were 29 people on the bus that day. And all the proceeds of this jersey went to charity to help them out, so that's why, like, this is the most expensive jersey I own, because I spent like a few $100s on it or whatever. It was technically a donation, but it was for a very, very good cause, in my opinion. For the recovery of the players and the, oh my goodness, you know, the well-being of their families and oh man, that's kind of weird position-wise. It's kind of okay. Wow, it's really, really bright. Let's go ahead and do that there. Okay. Back to the draft board here. Okay. There we go. I just wanted to show that off here before we proceed a little bit further because I think it is really important to acknowledge all the stuff that's gone on here. All right. Is this the real list or just a rumor? It is just a rumor, but like I would be very surprised if this wasn't the real list. San Jose needs to rebuild for the next few seasons so we can try to get Rypidor to Mishkavia, bro. Why waste the picks on UFAs? That's true. That's true. That's the same perspective that I said about the entire like the Jaden Schwartz thing. Like, why take Schwartz when you can take Vince Dunn, who is restricted, and you can try to sign Schwartz in free agency as well? I practiced with Trevor Daley the other day. That's cool. That's really cool. Why is everyone saying how great Seattle will be, but this league is so underwhelming? It is underwhelming, man. I'm really surprised. Like, I thought it would have been a lot better. Frank had no chill. He did have no chill, dude. Frank Saravelli was just like, yeah, I'm just going to do everything. Like, yeah, I'll take this. I'll make Seattle a team. Al, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. Lego, I'm gonna go get the hockey guy to give you a shout out. Fizzy, no, you don't need to do that. No. I don't want you to do that. It's fine. It is fine. Yeah, if nobody knows about the Humboldt Broncos, go ahead and Google that. It was a few years ago, but yeah, it's a really big deal. Hi everybody. Sad losing Chalowski, but it is what it is. That was the risk exposing him. Yeah, pretty much. 12 defense, 15 forwards, lost the trade bait. That's true. That's really true. What do you think of Ozzy Wiesblatt? I like Ozzy Wiesblatt. Plays with a very good motor. Muffs, thank you so much for your subscription over here. I appreciate that. Alright, man, I'm going to head out. Nice seeing you again. TailsFan99, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Have yourself a good day. If Seattle gets Shane Wright, I'm going to go to the head of Gary Bettman, just favoring American teams since 93. Okay. Okay. I don't want this to be real. Take Highmore. I want more right-handed players. Me too, dude. Highmore, Beagle, Roussel, Erickson even. Oh, man. Cole Lynn was supposed to be a really good player for the Canucks, but man. St. Louis is only going to be good for a year or two more, then I feel like they're going to be bad again. Yeah, we'll see, man. Like, I mean, it's good for them that they got their cup, though. What happened to that leaked video of the fish guy selecting Kerfoot? Rain City, I don't think you saw it. There were other videos of the same set, the same guy, and Kevin Weeks throwing the fish again, but instead of saying Kerfoot, they had McCann. And they had a leaked video of the guy getting the fish and then saying, forward, Jared McCann. And then they cut it. Like, apparently they did the McCann video a lot more as well. And they did other takes with other player names. The McCann video leaked. So did the Kerfoot one. But apparently the pick is indeed going to be McCann. So, yeah. Maybe the Blues will finally get traded to Saskatoon. Okay, that's probably not going to happen. Is this the final list? What are they going to show us at 8 p.m.? They're probably going to show, like, the trades and then reveal this list slowly, one by one, because, of course, they're going to do that. Thomas Gradine is my father's cousin. I think that's cool. That's awesome, Robin. Wow. You're related to an NHL Vancouver legend. This team is going to suck. Okay, we said the same thing about Vegas. Calm down. Does the live stream start at 8 p.m.? Yeah, it's supposed to start at 8. It's currently 7:22 if you're on the East Coast right there. Oh, thank you, Dylan. Thank you. This one is for Fizzy. He's good, people. I appreciate that, man. Thank you both. I really appreciate it. Hey, Lego, did you read DMs on Twitter? Let me go ahead and do that right now. Is there? I mean, I have a lot of DMs that I haven't, like, even opened that are from, like, random people. Um, this team will suck its first 3 seasons. We'll see. I'm so upset my Tampa Bay Lightning lost Gord. I was hoping for them to pick up Palat or Killorn. That being said, who do you think the Bolts lose? Killorn, Palat, or Tyler? I gotta say Tyler, man. I think you have more incentive to keep Killorn and Palat than you do Tyler Johnson, but that's just me. Who is doing all these leaks? Okay, Frank Saravelli, formerly of TSN and currently of dailyfaceoff.com, you know, the website with like the jerseys and the line combinations. He did most of these. Like, he did a tweet like every 5 minutes for an hour, just going out there saying, okay, Seattle's taking this guy from this team, he's taking that guy from that team, he's going doom. He's just doing it. Pierre LeBrun had a few as well. Rick Dollywall did Vancouver for Coland. Even Steve Dangle leaked one of the picks. He leaked the John Quenneville Chicago pick. So we had a lot of insiders, NHL people in the know, go out there and show off their connections pretty much and talk about who it is that they're going to be taking. So, yeah. Oh, I just realized I'm going to have to change the channel. Sportsnet Pacific is showing the Blue Jays game, and it's not going to stop. So let's go over to Sportsnet 1 and do the expansion draft program instead. Alright, I'm just going to scroll down here in the chat. I apologize if I miss your comments, though. Like, we have 486 beautiful people here checking out the stream, which means a lot to me, but it's a lot more difficult to get, you know, to your comments over here, because we just have so many. Either or, though. We are sitting at 87 likes. Guys, we have 487 people here. Do you think we can get to 125 likes in the next 5 minutes? Like, I mean, we've got 87 right now. We've got a lot more people in here than that. I think we can get there. Let's get to 125 likes before 4:30. Let's see if we could do that, guys. Thank you so much for the support here. He's got the hat on, yes. What do you think about Philip Hollander? I don't really think he's that special. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he became an NHL player, but I don't think he's going to be a star. Like, I think he'll just be a serviceable guy, play him in the middle of the lineup. That's kind of what I think. Hey, Lego, who was your pick for the Islanders? It was... Honestly, I wanted Bailey instead of Eberle, but Eberle is definitely no consolation prize if you're picking in this scenario, too. Moto and Timra have produced many good players. Yeah, dude, tell me about it. All the Ornsköldsvik guys from Moto, fantastic. Am I pronouncing that right? Ornsköldsvik? Sedins, Naslund, Hedman, I'm pretty sure. Something like that. Like, they don't have a high population, but the NHL players they produce, oh boy, they're fantastic. Johnson is underrated and will prove next year that he's still a good top 6 forward or a 3C with the young guys. Just look at the playoff run. We'll see, man. We'll see. Is the real draft finish or is this just leaks? It's just leaks, but like I would be very surprised if this was wrong. Screw the expansion draft. Let's watch the Blue Jays game. Begging for likes, are we now? Yes, guys. Because we hadn't done it yet. It's been almost an hour. That's the first time we said it to like the video in the entire hour stream. The Sportsnet stream is available worldwide. Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. Good on Sportsnet, then, for getting rid of that monopoly. Ah, I guess I understand why. Because this is not a game. That's it. It's not a game. It's not footage of an officially licensed NHL product. It's just information. You know? The expansion draft, you're not watching anything. You're watching them reveal picks. You're watching the information being relayed to you on the screen. When you're watching a game, you're watching the action. You're watching the theatrics. You're watching the goals. This stuff, expansion draft, who cares? No goals. No excitement in, like, hearing who gets picked. Who cares? It's information. So that's why they're going to reveal it, I think. Matthias Olin, yeah. Zetterberg was Timra. Yes, he was Timra, yeah. Wait, in less than 1 minute, he got 150 likes. Really? See, this is the thing. When people watch streams, when people watch videos, you know, people don't really think about it. So once you remind them, it's like, okay, we'll do it. And honestly, I think it's a really big pride thing for me why I don't actually like. If you watch any of the YouTube videos we make, not the streams, but the videos, like we don't really ask for likes ever. Like I always say the same thing at the end of the videos. Do not like I say dislike the videos, but like that's a part of the outro. It's just kind of a meme at this point. But yeah, mostly because for videos I don't really care. But yeah. Pin that. Yes, okay, we did that. The drafts are on ESPN in the States already? Okay. Why did Seattle not pick Dylan Gambrell? I'm surprised they didn't pick Gambrell either, but your guess is as good as mine, I guess. So why can't you stream it? Because still, I don't want to get flagged by like Sportsnet or whatever because they're their own thing. Pin that. I fixed the spelling error. Okay, let's go ahead and pin Zacky's. Thank you, Zachy. Something is wrong with the list. It is only 18 to 20 contracts? Oh, really? Darn. I know they have a few RFAs in there, though, so we'll see. Oh my goodness. General Imlera, thank you so much for the super right here. Oh, I think I know the answer to this one. Prediction for Calgary's next captain. If he's still there, it's going to be Matthew Tkachuk. Like, yeah, I'm going to say that. If he's still in Calgary and they don't trade him, Tkachuk. Yeah, it's not going to be Gaudreau. It's not going to be Monahan. Like, come on. You know this team and you know those guys. They're not going to give the captaincy to one of them. I think Tkachuk kind of has that attitude to do it. If not Tkachuk, hey, give it to Kristanev. I don't care. I'd like to see Kristanev get a captaincy in his career. Like, you know that for sure wasn't happening in Vancouver. I'm really sad to lose Cale Fleury. Yeah, Cale Fleury is a pretty big name, to be honest. Chucky baby, hopefully. Yeah, pretty much. Why not Price? Because he's $10 million and he's really expensive and he's not really young. Lego cannot stream because he's not a broadcaster who has anyone at the location filming it, pretty much. Chris Tanev's younger brother got snapped up. I wish him the best. I've always liked Brandon. Yeah, I like Brandon Tanev as well. The guy's got a really good attitude to his game. He's got a really good motor. And he doesn't back down. He's like Chris, you know? It's the Tanevs. And they're both undrafted free agents. Like, take a look at that story right there. I leave a like on all your videos. Hey, thank you, Hurt Locker. I appreciate it. I think Tkachuk has some growing up to do, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true as well. When it gets to a point where your teammates are telling you to, like, knock off some of the antics because they're kind of sick of it, you know? It's not really the best situation there, I think. Personally, I'm rooting for Flames legend Louis Domingue. Oh, yoy. What do you say at the end of your videos that you intentionally mumble? We cracked the code earlier in one of the other streams. I forgot who it was that said it. Was it Fizzy? I'm pretty sure Al said it like earlier as well. Like, we've done this twice where we talk about what I say in the outro of the videos. Am I the only one that wanted to see Price get picked? I wanted to see Price get picked as well, my friend. I did. Al, what's going on, man? I wonder who Seattle will choose. I totally don't know yet. Yeah, I mean, me too. I guess. It'll be funny if they trade Markstrom, if they made Markstrom captain. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You can't make goalies captain anymore, unfortunately. Brady and Matthew Tkachuk line guys, we got to make it. Okay, no, we're not trading Matthew Tkachuk to the Senators. We're not doing that. Oh, Dylan. I'm just seeing your super right here. Thank you. I apologize, I didn't see it earlier. Do you think Weber will stay captain if he is out? Oh boy, yes. Yes, if he's out, they're not gonna, like... They did this with the... Yeah, no. Okay, so, I'll tell a story right here. Remember when the Penguins lost Crosby for essentially, like, half a season? During that year, they actually had locker room meetings in the Penguins locker room debating, okay, are we going to go out there and make a new captain? Because they didn't have an on-ice captain. Crosby was out. and it was like Stahl. There we go. There's the notification. It was like Stahl, Malkin, Fleury. It's like a few of the big guys having a conversation with the team. Oh, who are we gonna do a vote? Are we gonna make like somebody else captain? Is it gonna, not have a filling in captain while Sid is out? Beer Cog, thank you for your subscription here. And ultimately, the Penguins didn't give out a new captain because about maybe it was like 10-15 minutes of discussing, Evgeny Malkin just stood up and he was like, "This is stupid. Sid's captain," and then he left, and then that was it. So even if Shea Weber is out, they're not gonna get like NHL teams are just kind of like that. They're not gonna give a new captain while Shea freaking Weber is out. I could understand if it was somebody like new, maybe like somebody who isn't really like experienced, or it's a new team or whatever, he's only been the captain maybe for like a short amount of time. But for Weber, I don't think so. With Edler Schmidt gone, is Seattle defense better than the Canucks? No! Oh no! Oh no! I don't want to. Oh boy, man, that's a bad question. I don't like that question one bit. But you know what? I don't like it because I think you might have a point. Okay, so Quinn Hughes is better than everybody else here offensively. You could debate Mark Giordano, but I don't really know if I want to debate that. Canadianator, thank you so much for your subscription. I had to double take on that one. I appreciate it. But I think depth-wise, this Seattle decor is a lot better than Vancouver. Like, I'd rather have McDermott, I'd rather have Soucy, I'd rather have Dunn than, like, Tyler Myers. Okay, look, Myers was better this year. I'll take that back. Than the uncertainty of a Yolevi and a Rathbone and, like, whoever else the Canucks have on their right side. Because, like, let's face it, Schmidt's gone. Okay. Hamonic might be gone. Okay. Who else do you have on the right? Rafferty? Apparently he's gone too. Like, they're losing out on all their defense, and you can't go out there and realistically say that Jet Wu is going to be a year one NHL defenseman now. Like, it's so all over the place with Vancouver, I think. Alright, let's scroll down here to the chat. We have a good goalie and nothing else. Pretty much. Vancouver sucks next year, let's face it. Dude, BJ Ballin is like... I think BJ Ballin was arguing that the Canucks are going to be a lot better because they underperformed this year, which I do somewhat agree with, but... Oh my goodness, the dogs outside is really, it's really big this time, eh? Gio, how do you feel about me going to Mark Bergevin's office and offer sheeting Elias Pettersson? Oh boy, okay, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. No, I'll say Calgary, Vegas, and Seattle make it, and the other 5 will be from the Central. Oh boy. We'll see, eh? We'll see. New Seattle NHL fan here. What are the odds we land Wayne Gretzky? I mean, look, you guys are going to get TNT, right? You guys are going to see Gretzky every game, pretty much. You'll be fine. You'll see Gretzky. You'll have Gretzky. Imagine if 3 guys with Fleury for the last name on the same team. Yeah, well, they have the Fleury brothers already. They should get Marc-Andre. That would be a good thing, too. They chose McDermott over Clegg. Yeah, we spoke about that earlier, but I do think that Clegg would have been a better pick, but that's just me personally. The Canucks will miss the playoffs next year by 1 point. Oh boy, we'll see. We'll see. I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I had to deal with some stuff out there. But you ain't getting nowhere with that goalie. Elias Markey can do it, though. Oh, boy. I mean, okay, look, if you're looking for my opinion, I don't think the Canucks are going to do all too well, but, like, it's possible. Anything's possible, right? It's hockey. Hockey is, like, all over the place every year. But if I had to place a bet, I mean, I don't think the Canucks make the playoffs, but yeah. Canucks are going to be a bottom 5 team next year. Okay, not that bad. I don't think they're going to be that bad. Did they already do the draft? Well, the picks were locked in earlier today, yes, but they didn't reveal it yet on the TV until it's supposed to be in a few minutes here. But all the picks were already leaked, so it's not really, yeah, it's not a surprise anymore. Did Price get taken? Nope. Nope, he did not. If the Hughes brothers ever got in a team, they should wear the Hanson. Okay, no, they're not going to wear the Hanson brothers. They're not wearing the Hanson brothers glasses and the fake noses. Okay, my goodness. Ashley, thank you so much for the super sticker right here. The pear guy flying through the air like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. What is your profile picture though? Is that an anime? Oh no, it's not. I thought I was seeing some more Attack on Titan stuff there. Alright, we're talking about Edmonton goalies. You can't go anywhere with the Oilers goalies. Yeah, I mean, Koskinen, Mike Smith, whoever the heck else they have over there. Isn't Stalock over there as well? Oh, yeah, like Alex Stalock. Alex Stalock, yeah, Edmonton. Oh boy. Louis Eriksson for Hart. Who will win the cup first, Vegas or Seattle? Oh boy, I gotta say maybe Vegas, but like the fact that I even said that really kind of ticks me off because I don't want Vegas to win anything. just kind of me. All right. If Weber is placed on LTIR, do you think they'll go after Seth Jones? Honestly, they could. They can go after anybody because that's a big amount of money being freed up. Same with Price, if Price gets on the LTIR as well. How worried are you if Luke goes to New Jersey that Quinn feels left out? I'm not worried at all, man. Honestly, I don't think Quinn's that kind of guy to do something like that, to leave or whatever because his brothers are on another team. Lego, you hear the Hyman is going to the Oilers in a sign-in trade? Yeah, I did see that. Lego, can you explain how there can be 3 teams in the playoffs from one division and 5 from another? Because wildcards. Because wildcards are independent on however many people are in a division. It's just you take the top 3 from each of the divisions, and then the wildcards are the last teams in the bottom 4 of the 2 divisions of each conference that are at the top. So if you have the Pacific Division, like let's say everybody in the Pacific sucks, and like all their points are at the bottom of the league. Like by default, the top 3 will be in the playoffs, but the remaining 5 teams on the Western Conference will all be from the Central because you'd have the 3 West Central teams on top and then the 2 wild cards. So almost the entire division would make it. $100 if you guess the Stanley Cup winner for real 2022. Okay, look, I should already be getting some money because I guessed the Tampa Bay Lightning last year for 2021. However, I didn't really place a bet anywhere. I was just kind of correct. Barclay Goodrow for 6 years. Oh boy, that is a Jimbo level deal. Alright, let's go over here, read out some more of the chat. Before we say the Canucks will be a dumpster fire, let's see what our new defense coach can do, what we got. That's true. The new guy. Completely forgot his name right now. It escapes me at the moment, but he was the guy that worked with Columbus, made them really good, made St. Louis really good as well. So, was it St. Louis? Canucks defense guy. Oh boy. Brad something? No, I don't think I'm getting... Okay, wait. Blue Jackets, defense coach. Here. Okay, so the new guy they got, Chris Higgins, Brad Shaw. There we go. Yeah, I knew it was a wrestling name. Bradshaw, yeah. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so he did the Blues, he did the Blue Jackets, and yada yada yada. Okay, I see. Great. You hear that Hyman is going to the Oilers? Yeah, we talked about that. Barclay Goodrow for 6 years. That's really long. Look, I mean, Barclay Goodrow, he got himself 2 Stanley Cups, and he's been paid like $900,000 a season. Like, you need to give that guy his money. My grandma, who lives in Kenya, guessed Tampa too. Everyone knew it was going to be them. Oh boy. Yeah. I'll be back. I need to do something real quick again. So I apologize. Alright, we're back. Thank you for another extended waiting time here. Anybody think Toronto would trade Tavares for Darlene? Okay. Okay, what a thing to come back to, eh? Jeez. 15 more minutes, yes. 15 more minutes indeed. If Montreal gets Landeskog and Seth Jones, okay. Montreal does have some potential if they end up losing out on the contracts of Weber and Price over on the LTIR. But it is going to take a little bit of a price. And, you know, I am kind of interested in seeing what that is. Because, you know, Mark Bergevin did say it earlier this season. Like, even though the Habs went to the finals, they weren't all in. They still had all their picks. They still had all their prospects and all that. They didn't send anybody away to make some good acquisitions. So they just went out there and they just went to the finals, even though they weren't even technically all in. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for the subscription here. I appreciate that. Not sure if you've discussed it already, but what are your thoughts on the possibility of Landeskog going to Seattle? That'd be really good for them, man. Imagine having Landeskog and Giordano on your team starting out. 2 former captains right there. Really, really nice. But, yeah, the entire Landeskog to Colorado thing because, oh, he's really good friends with O'Reilly and whatnot. That'd be really cool, too. I definitely wouldn't discredit that idea. Canucks for Vladdy. Okay, no, I wouldn't do that. I mean, I like the fit, but, like, I don't think the Canucks could afford it. I like the analytics, but when JFresh Hockey said Cole Caulfield only has a 48% chance of becoming an NHLer, I knew analytics wasn't always right. Gus, did you see the explanation? JFresh said that the model he's using is flawed because it heavily takes into account size. And that's the entire reason Caulfield's profile is so low. Because 5'7" players almost never make the league in prominent roles. However, the caveat is, like, if Cole Caulfield was just 4 inches taller, he was 5'11" instead of 5'7", like, he would have had, like, a much higher chance because his numbers everywhere. The Like, it's not even like advanced analytics. It's just ENHLE. It's projected NHLE scores. So JFresh said it himself. He doesn't really know too much about the prospects. He's just taking a look at the model, comparing it to previous prospects in similar leagues at similar ages who have done different things, better things, or lesser things, and projecting things that way based off of those guys and their results in the NHL. Cole Caulfield, because he is 5'7", which the model does take into account, that's why his number's a lot lower. So JFresh said that there is, like, you know, that is the caveat to the system. Drouin might be back. Okay, I don't know. Is Drouin actually coming? I don't think he's coming back. If I had to guess, like, I don't think he would. I think they'd probably, like, find a way to get him out of the roster or whatever. But, like, I'm not sure. If Weber is out, Bergevin should definitely go after Jones. Jones, Ristolainen, yada, 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 whatever. A declining forward for a franchise potential D-man. Oh, boy. Okay, here. Wayne Glensky. I think Wayne Glensky is fantastic. There was a rumor that the Panthers said to Henrik Sedin, end it like Rick, which ended up causing a bench brawl. Yeah, that was Sean Thornton, I believe, who said that. End it like Rick. Let's... Sean Thornton, I believe. Yeah, that was a rumor from a long, long time ago, but I don't know if it's, like, confirmed. Okay. Stop making videos. Okay. Alright. Your takes are weak and uninformed. Yeah, that is pretty true. Mostly I just, like, I read for 5 minutes and then I talk about stuff. Which, you know, it doesn't really make me too qualified to talk about it, but I pretend I am because I have a YouTube channel that has quite a few subscribers. So, yeah, thanks for exposing the truth there, one. Edmondson was good. I don't know what you were watching. He was better than Sherratt. I liked Edmondson a little. I mean, didn't Sherratt play a little bit? Sherratt played more, right? I think Sherratt had more minutes than the four. I think Sherratt actually played the most out of all of them. But, yeah, I mean, they're all, like, there is a reason they were all out there. I mean, they're not really takes. They're just more about talking about already known facts. I think that's kind of what we're doing. Get rid of Edmondson. What's wrong? Can't afford to lose Petrie, Sherratt, and... Look, you can't afford to lose any of those guys, especially with the Shea Weber news now. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you're losing Cale Fleury. You're not going to get that guy on your back end anymore. You're going to re-sign, like, Gustafsson or whatever. You're going to get him back. Bring him in a top 6 role. We love... Okay, guys, I was joking. We're not going to do... You guys don't need to be that kind in the chat here. We're okay. Montreal has good defenseman prospects to replace Weber. Like, you mean 25 minutes a night? Like, I like Caden Gooley, and I like Jaden Struble, and I like Norlander, but you're not getting them into the NHL and getting them playing 25 minutes a night right away. Like, I don't even know if Romanov is capable of that yet. Like, at this point in time, it's a little too soon, I think. Sherratt played more, but the top 4 played the entire games. Yeah, pretty much. Kulak Gustafsson played 6 minutes a game. The Oilers are meeting with Hyman in Edmonton. Oh, boy. Edmondson is better than Sherratt, much more disciplined. Yeah, Sherratt takes so many dumb penalties, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's crazy. Oh, here we go. Jamie Alexiak, a 5-year, $23 million deal. Okay, that's good. So a 4.6 AAV. Not bad for Jamie Alexiak. That's pretty good. I'm happy that Price is not leaving. Me too. Yeah. I mean, I thought it would have been cool to have him leave just because, like, oh, Seattle, Price, and all that. Franchise talent. All those are left-handed D. Oh, that's actually true, yeah. They're all left-handed. Oh boy, that's going to be interesting to see where they go from there. Montreal played Seattle like a drum. Pretty much. Marc Bergevin's plan worked. Not enough right-handed D-men on the Kraken. I agree. You look like Nick Suzuki. Yes, I know that for sure. Let's get Lego to 200 likes. Yeah, we're at 199 right now, guys. I'll put this into perspective right here. The Game 5 stream for Tampa Montreal, so Game 5 of the finals, that video got 245 likes. So we're close. We're really close to that one already. Kale is right-handed. Kale is, yeah. I find that Drew and Rumour very tasteless. That is no one's business, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, Cliff. That's why I don't really think things of that nature are all too appropriate to discuss in this conversational manner. Until things get leaked or like confirmed by insiders and there's like a report done, like I don't want to entertain any of those conversations. Trade bait. Let it begin in 6 minutes, yeah. Apparently it was Price's idea to waive his no move as well. Yeah, it was. It was Price's idea. It was actually Frank Saravelli's article on Daily Faceoff that talked about how it was Price's idea because he knew about his own health complications. And he was like, yeah, if you guys are going to lose me, I don't want you guys to lose Jake Allen in the expansion draft and then lose me in the regular season because I'm out. I'm going to expose myself. And you're going to go out there and you're going to protect Allen. So if I'm out, then you guys still have another backup goalie. Plus, I'm so expensive and I'm hurt, so I'm not going to get taken. Like, that is fantastic, dude. Like, Marc Bergevin's the puppeteer in this point. Thank you, Nicholas, for your subscription here. I appreciate that. We're on the road to 28,500 subs. We are just under 300 away. If you say the Oz win the cup next year, I'll subscribe to your channel. Okay, not without Jordan Eberle, they don't. Oh, okay, no, I'm just kidding. It's possible. I mean, 2 straight conference finals. Definitely, nothing to scoff at. When they announce Anaheim pick, we will know if the leak is true. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, what we're going to do here, I'll do this right here live with you. So we have all the projected picks, right? All the insiders doing their thing. What we're going to do, if the pick is correct, change the color to green. Yeah, like, we'll do that. So if the pick is correct, we'll change it to green. Right now it's gray because we don't know if it's there for sure. If it's wrong, what we'll do, we'll make it yellow, and then we'll just type out whichever name is in there, like, instead, like Ryan Getzlaf or whatever. So if it's wrong, we'll put in the new name with yellow instead. But if it's correct, we'll just have it the way it was, and then we'll make it green. So light green like that. That way we could have an easy way to keep track of who's right, who's wrong, whatever. Because I do think, just because the list is leaked, I would not be surprised if maybe 1 or maybe 2 picks was like a little bit off. But I think in general, I think this is pretty much what we're going to have. So we'll see in a little bit there. Fred, thank you so much for your subscription here. I really appreciate that. Which Fleury brother do you think has better upside? I think Kale does. And it's kind of whack to say that because Hayden was a top 10 pick. But, like, I do think that Kale showed himself off a lot better than Hayden has in the previous few years. Yeah, great team guy. Price is smart. Yeah, he is, man. Do you think the Canucks will sign Gustafsson? Oh, boy. I don't think they need to. Do they really? Look, Power Play 2 sucks Like, you're going to have Gustafsson, you're going to play him on power play too. Like, he's going to die out in that team, or on that power play. We'll see if Bradshaw's able to help them, but yeah. Leafs need Galchenyuk for the left wing too, so resign is going to be really good. I think they should re-sign Thornton as well. Do you agree? I think the Leafs need to do a lot of things, man. But we'll see. I mean, you have some good players there for sure. Okay. Do you think it's possible Montreal makes Cade and Goalie change position for right defense to help Montreal early in the NHL? I don't think so. I don't think that would be a smart move, honestly. Hey, Adam, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. I don't think they should. Like, the guy's been developing the way he has been his entire career. Like, don't change it now. Small Bush, thank you so much for your super chat here. I appreciate that. I apologize for mispronouncing your name, but man, thank you. Did you hear about the Logan Mailloux situation? Yeah. Yeah, so if you hadn't heard, Logan Mailloux is a guy that many NHL scouts had as a first-round talent for this year's draft. But he had criminal charges in Sweden because he took a picture of a girl doing something to him, and he sent that picture of the girl doing the thing to him to all of his teammates, which was a felony. And because of that, because of the backlash and all the stuff, like, you know, this happened earlier this year, Logan Mailloux took himself out of the draft because he says that he feels he has not displayed the proper etiquette and whatnot to be considered for the draft. And I said this on Twitter, but I'll say it here again. There's a lot more that needs to be done, I think, in terms of, you know, mental wellness for the victim, actual, like, you know, not just paying a fine, but actually, like, learning lessons here and whatever. But I will say, stepping out of the draft, necessary first step in whatever this recovery process is for Logan Mailloux heading into the next few seasons as an NHL prospect. Dropping out of the draft was the first step. Okay, here we go. Expansion draft time, boys. Expansion draft time. You could add a cell note with the old player's name for any incorrect ones to preserve your data. That's true. Yeah, we should do that. Cell notes. That's a really used to be. That's a really good. Wow, that is fantastic. I didn't know you could do that. You could add notes to your cells. That is really good. Thank you so much, Mr. Music, for that little tip. Okay. Romanov can play right D, but not goalie. Okay, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Hawks should acquire Tkachuk from the Flames. Oh, I don't want to see Tkachuk playing with Patty Kane, bro. I hit 100 subs today, Lego. That is awesome, Fizzy. That is fantastic. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright, so we've got Gary Bettman on the screen doing the thing. He's going to be talking to us about it. But, like, at the end of the day, you know, as we said, this isn't a game. This isn't, we're not watching any goals. We're just watching information being revealed to us. So that's not really that big of a deal compared to, like, you know, an actual game. Wow, there's a lot of people in Seattle out there, man. That's crazy. No problem. Excel is my homeboy. That is fantastic, man. Yes. Thank you for spreading your knowledge. That's actually really, yeah, that's really useful. Adding the cell notes over there. Boo! Boo, Batman! Boo! Boo! Yeah, pretty much, eh? I love that everybody in the chat started doing that as well. That is awesome. Next year is going to be a big year for the draft because a lot of first-round prospects are going to be selected around 2 or 3 in some leagues and not play this year. Yeah, pretty much, eh? Also, we're going to have a lot of overager guys drafted next year as well. Who is the best player to be drafted today? I gotta say Giordano, but I mean, the draft hasn't not happened yet, so we're still waiting. I didn't fall. I didn't believe they. I can't believe they didn't fall for Roussel or Beagle. Yeah. Okay. EP40. Boo, Bettman, you robbed Canada of the cup. We're not gonna do that here today, bro. Ron Francis is pretty much the poster boy for undervalued players. That's true, actually. Yeah. Did the draft start? It it did start. I mean, Gary Bettman's doing the thing right now. I think we're all watching it along, right? Dembski, is that a high Q profile picture right there? Oh man, let's go. Shoyo Hinata. Hey Lego Bob, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here. Seattle is actually cheering him. Yeah, okay. See, this is how you know that they're not a hockey town yet, because they don't know to boo Bettman, bro. Oh boy, they've got some pretty good guests out there doing the thing. That's Dominic Moore. What in the world? I was like, wait, I know who that guy is. Dominic Moore is out here doing an announcement. The Seattle Kraken named their location Climate Change Arena. Yeah, it is kind of, it's a name. It's a name. We'll say that. Luke Tuck upside. I think more second or third line, fourth line ish. Hello from Chile, Jose Ura. Wow, we actually have one of our mods from Chile as well. His name's Sebastian, but greetings all the way to Chile here from Vancouver. Hey Lego, how you doing, boy? I'm doing pretty well, Potate. Pretty well. Are those picks the rumored ones or actual choices? Glenn, these are all the rumored ones, but they're from LeBrun and Saravelli and Friedman and all that, so I would be really surprised if they weren't the picks. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe like one or two was wrong. Like, I mean, as we noted, John Quenville, this one was leaked by Steve Dangle. So, I mean, we'll see who's out there, who's correct, and who's not. Bertuzzi loves more. Okay. Calm down right there, cats. There's the dog out there. They choose Giordano? Oh, okay. No, this is just a highlight package. Oh, they're just going over the names that are available. Okay. What's the point of doing this, though? Why would you make a slideshow? Oh, they've got these guys to choose from. They've got Landeskog, they've got Price, they've got Tarasenko, they've got Subban. But all the rumors are that they don't choose any of them. What's the point of making this little slideshow here? Oh my gosh. Dylan, thank you so much for the super right here. Bettman is fishy. I hate the guy and I don't know him. No Canadian team has won the cup since '93, the year but he became commissioner. Yeah, pretty much. What is that, hair? Are you talking about my hair or Dominic Moore's hair? He's kind of balding a little bit, eh? He's got that really big hairline. Oh, boy. They choose Giordano. Wasn't that leaked earlier? Yeah, it was. All these picks were leaked. But as we noted, we'll be doing the green. We'll make them green if they're correct. But, man, they're doing a lot of stalling here for these picks. I think most people already know who is being taken. Man, there's a lot of people there in Seattle. That's crazy. Who do you think Seattle's going to take from Montreal and Vancouver? Cale Fleury from Montreal, Cole Lynn from Vancouver. Oh, Kevin Weeks. What's going on, Kevin Weeks? I wanted the Habs to offer Sheet Petey. I didn't want them to do that. Dude, this neighbor's dog does not shut up, dude. I don't think Kevin Weeks' mic is on. Oh, it is, but it's just really quiet. Okay, there we go. All the drama of a staged fight. Blaine, yeah, that's pretty much exactly how I'm feeling right now, too. It's all staged. We already know who's going to be picked. Just a heads up, Sportsnet YouTube isn't showing the draft either. It's just Dangle talking. Oh, really? Okay, I guess we're going to delete Zachy's pin message then. Okay. Really, though? That's a big heads up then, Bryce. Thank you for that. Okay, we're going to close the window here. This gosh darn dog is getting on my nerves. Oh, I can still kind of hear it. Is that Ron Francis? No, it's not. I don't think so. Oh, no, it is. Never mind. It is Ron Francis. How's it going, Lego? Princess Flora, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty alright. Are those picks legit or no? The picks were leaked by NHL insiders, and they're very reputable NHL insiders, so we'll see if they're actually correct. I think it's more likely they are than not, but we'll see. So a bigger question becomes how many of the rumored picks will involve trading. Yeah, that's exactly the biggest one right there. It's going to be trades. We're going to see some moves made. Okay, you're going to take our player, but in order to like make this done, like give us a pick or whatever, like we'll give you a pick so that you don't take our other player, you take this guy instead. Like stuff like that. What's up, Lego? Haven't been here in a while. Missed these streams. Me too, Thomas. Haven't been here in a while either. I appreciate you being here, my friend. Lego video title Q&A with the neighbor's dog. I'm not gonna do that, bro. Okay. Look at that, though. 235 likes. Guys, can we go ahead and get 10 more likes? Because we had 245 in Game 5 Montreal Tampa. So if we're at 235 right now, can we go? You think we can go out there and get maybe one more? Or 10 more? Okay, so they're doing alphabetical order in the beginning of the Atlantic. Okay, so Jeremy Lauzon is confirmed to... There we go. Oh, they're doing an entire scouting report on the guy, too. Okay, so Jeremy Lauzon is confirmed for Boston, and it looks like we're going to get a lot of these other picks here maybe being confirmed. Okay. Oh my gosh, Zachy, that's a funny comment right there. I'm going to pin that. Dylan, thank you so much for the super. We need the Nordiques back and a Saskatchewan team. I agree. 100%. Okay, so Lauzon is confirmed. They're doing it alphabetical order in terms of divisions, and the Atlantic is first. Dude, they're really taking their time with this expansion draft, bro. They're bringing out guest after guest after guest to make the picks in a strange order as well. We're going to have to reorganize our entire list here. Thank you, Jordan, though, for your subscription. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Florida is a perfect place for hockey. Panthers on the rise, and the Bolts went back-to-back. Yeah, dude, honestly, like, the warmer places for hockey, like, the fans are really big over there, so it's good. Like, I know everybody jokes around Florida not having fans, but, like, it's on the upswing. Bryce and Mike, thank you for your subscriptions here. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Saskatchewan team has to have the same name as one of the other Canadian teams, but with different colors. Okay, no. What are you thinking about Cholowski over Stetcher as the Detroit pick? Okay, here's the Buffalo pick. Okay, so they did select Will Borgen. Oh boy. Alright, so they're there. They're there. It is these guys. Oh, man. Okay, so what do I think about Cholowski over Stetcher, though? It is kind of... I honestly thought they should have gone for Stetcher, but, like, You know, Chalowski has himself a good amount of future, and we know he's young and all that, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does become something. Okay. Seattle Aquarium, I've been there before. It's cool. I love that little pier there in Seattle. Alright, so the Red Wings went with Chalowski. It's already confirmed. I'm going to be honest, the entire time I thought it would have been Stetcher. It would have been Stetcher or Nemesnikov for me. I get that you can see a lot of potential in Chalowski, but like for a lot of Red Wings fans who have been watching this guy the past few years, he's really declined, honestly. Like, we know a fresh start is kind of what this guy needs. Wesley, thank you for your subscription over here. I really appreciate that. He's from Langley, so it's nice to see him back in the West Coast. He's from the Chilliwack Chiefs as well in the BCHL, so that's great to see him on the West Coast. But for Chalowski, man, I thought Stetcher would have been the guy. I really did. But he is a little bit younger, whatever, so who cares? ED Armitage, thank you so much for your subscription here, though. I appreciate it. So the order is Boston, Buffalo, Detroit, Florida, Montreal, Ottawa, Tampa, Toronto. Yeah, it's alphabetical order based off of division, so it is kind of weird. Yeah, so all of the picks there are pretty much confirmed, eh? Huh. Are they seriously going to a commercial break? Dude, it's been 15 minutes. We only had 3 picks. 5 minutes a pick? Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? Oh my goodness. NHL's really milking it around this time, eh? I live in Chilliwack. Go Canucks. Yeah. Who is going to be the Carlson of this draft? I could see Yanni Gord being that. Tabor Fee, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that. I thought Stetcher was the pick. No, it's not. It's Chalowski. They revealed it earlier, like, it was the last pick to be revealed by, I think it was Mark Spector, that it was going to be Cholo. S3, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that. And John Jonovich as well. Thank you, too. Thank you. Gotta get those commercials. Yeah, bro, you have to get the commercials in here when you have a expansion draft. Dude, it took us 5 minutes to get 3 picks. Are we seriously gonna take an hour to get every pick done? Wait, no, my math is wrong. 5 minutes for 3 picks. So 50 minutes for the entire thing to get done? An hour? Yeah, my math is correct. Wow, Lego, you have 1,000 people in the chat. Congratulations. Hey, thank you, Carl. I appreciate it. I live in Seattle and have been a Canucks fan since the Bure days. That is amazing, Joey. Dang, I really thought it was going to be Price. Womp womp. I would say I want Erickson to be picked because of his cap hit, but a meme god is unreplaceable. That's kind of true. Donsko or Landeskog? It's going to be Donskoy, most likely. Joey Carson Guitar, thank you so much for your subscription here. Nice Excel sheet, dude. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We haven't had any of the trades, though, yet, which is interesting. Nick Coasters as well, thank you for your subscription here. But yeah, Dennis Chalowski, man, we know that this guy had himself a pretty interesting run with the Red Wings during his time here. He's 23 years old, so he certainly isn't the oldest guy here. And the Stetchers and the Nemestikovs still would have been a little bit older there. I personally thought that Stetcher was good enough to be picked here. Robbie, thank you so much for your subscription over here. How are the 3 pucks looking like so far? The picks, yeah, they've been dead on. All the insiders leaking all this stuff right before the draft. It's been correct so far. But yeah, for Chalowski, he still does have some room to grow. I definitely don't want to discredit that. He's only 23. Dylan, thank you so much for your super chat as well. Cholowski was always a pretty good AHL point producer. In the NHL, though, he has kind of declined over the past few seasons, which is really interesting. For Troy Stecher in particular, though, I thought this guy was a lot better this season. So if you're thinking about going out there and making a team that's competitive today, I do think it probably would have been a better decision to make Stecher, but who cares, man? If you're going for long-term, go ahead and do what you want. Ido, thank you so much for your subscription here as well. Alright, so Florida, are they going to do Chris Driedger? NTH as well, thank you for your subscription here. Okay, so the Panthers. They did take Chris Driedger. Okay, so all of the picks so far have been accurate. GX Sparrock, thank you for your subscription here. I'm going to go out here and make the alert box a little bit smaller. No way, he's there! He is there! Oh man, that is fantastic. They actually brought him out there.
This is the big reveal. This is the brand new Kraken home jersey. How does that feel?
Oh man, that is cool. Kraken home jersey honestly looks pretty nice. I kind of like it.
Great to see everyone here. Tons of energy.
Oh boy. Everyone knew that was the pick. Yeah, he's actually there. He is there. That's cool. Thanks for the live. Greetings from Switzerland. Edmund Parisol, thank you so much for being here. Greetings to Switzerland from Vancouver. I'd rather Stecher stay as a Wings fan. Yeah, that's true. He is kind of better, but yeah. Well, if they're all true, the insiders kind of ruined this. Yeah, everybody said the same thing, man. Dave, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I subscribe. Why didn't I get a shout out? Peyton, man, it's all good. I appreciate you either way. Soupy as well. Thank you for these subscriptions here. All right, Montreal. Cale Fleury there. Okay, so all the insiders have been correct so far. Lozon, Borgen, Cholowski, Driedger, and now Fleury. We will most likely see Hayden Fleury, Cale's brother, be taken from the Anaheim Ducks later in the draft as well. But they didn't take Price, dude. They didn't take Price. Ross, thank you for your subscription here. I could totally understand why they didn't take Price. It was too expensive. It's too risky. They really considered it. But Fleury, at the end of the day, is a young right-handed defenseman who's got some really good potential, man. I've been a really big fan of Fleury for a long time, and seeing him not be in the Habs anymore, it does kind of sting, but hey, the Habs still do have some other right-handed defensemen that they do have value in. Ugly Potato, thank you so much for your subscription here. Mark Bergevin's bet, though, it paid off. It paid off. They put the protection spot for Allen. Nick, thank you for your subscription here. They protected Allen, they exposed Price, they exposed Weber, and they lost Cale Fleury. So it's fantastic that Montreal was able to get that pulled off. Davo as well, thank you for your subscription here. But Cale Fleury, man, playing with his brother most likely, it's going to be really nice to see that pairing come to life in Seattle. I know here in Vancouver I'm going to be paying attention to him and his career over there. Alakid as well, thank you for your subscription here. But for Cale Fleury, man, this could be a pretty good opportunity. I mean, we noted this before, but the Seattle Kraken, according to all the leaks, they don't seem to have too many right-handed defensemen. A lot of these guys are lefties, so for Cale Fleury, I think he's coming into a new organization where he is going to be seen as one of the more accessible guys in the lineup. You know, you're not playing behind Petrie, you're not playing behind Weber, you're not playing behind freaking Gustafsson. Hey, Macklemore is there. I didn't recognize him with the longer hair. That is awesome. But Cale Fleury, man, if this guy becomes a good top four defenseman in the long-term future, I would not be surprised. So good for him. Montreal, their bet paid off, and Fleury's going to Seattle. Carey Price is staying around, baby. Jake Allen's still back here as well. It's good that they did that bet because Price was like, yeah, you know, if I'm going to be out for a part of the season and you guys lose out on Allen because you don't protect me or you don't protect him, that's going to be really bad. Oh, Joey Decord goes from the Ottawa Senators, so there's another pick that's correct. Looks like all the insiders were correct about this draft here. Brandon, thank you for your subscription as well. But yeah, just finishing up my thoughts on Kale Fleury. He's going to be good. I think he's got good potential. Montreal, they came away like bandits here on this one. And Seattle's taking Fleury. Cherister Zorak, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that. Hello from Germany, Zodiac as well. I appreciate it. Joel, thank you for your subscription too. All right, here we go. Tampa Bay. Yanni Gourde? Yanni Gourde. All right, so that's correct as well. Yeah, dude, we know all the picks, man. We know all the picks, dude. Ay. Raha, thank you for your subscription. I'm sorry if I'm not reading these. Are the names not in green just predictions? The names not in green are the insiders going out there. Car Domain, thank you for your subscription. Corolla S, I appreciate it. Any side deals yet? No side deals yet. Which is interesting, but there hasn't been any side deals. Team's never going to see in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, boy. Gourde is gone. Good. Colin, please try not to spam here, but yeah, I already answered your question. The names not in green are the insiders going out there and making their little predictions. Apparently the Rangers are keeping Blackwell, really? We'll see, man. There might be like a side deal or whatever. Now the Lightning can't win 3 straight. No side deals until this whole list is gone. So we'll just wait 2 hours more. Okay, come on, man. Do you expect trades? I expect maybe like 1 or 2 trades. Not really too many. Oh no, they're showing off the video of the Toronto video thing. Oh no. Oh my goodness, this is the Toronto video that was leaked. They recorded like 3 different versions or whatever. Okay, here is Kevin Weeks and the fish guy going out there making the pick with Toronto. It's going to be Jared McCann, isn't it? Alright. Alright, there's the fish throw. There's the catch.
Forward, Jared McCann.
Jared McCann. Alright, there we go. So, the Maple Leafs acquire McCann in a trade for a Hollander and a pick. And they eventually lose him in the Seattle Expansion Draft immediately after, which doesn't look great. Like, the optics of that are horrible. You acquire a guy and he gets taken. But this is actually a really smart move. John, thank you for your subscription here. It's a really smart move because if the Maple Leafs didn't do this, they would have lost Alex Kerfoot. And they wanted to keep Kerfoot. But what they did instead was they acquired a guy in McCann for a Hollander and a pick. Jeff, thank you for your subscription here. And what they did was they ended up losing out on either one of the McCann or the Kerfoots. If they lose Kerfoot, okay, cool. They got the replacement. It cost them Hollander and a pick. It's McCann coming in here on the third line. However, if they lose McCann, hey, they just kept Kerfoot, which is the player they were expecting to lose. And the price with Seattle, if they wanted to go out there, make a trade, okay, Seattle will give you this stuff, just don't take our Kerfoot. The price would have been astronomically high. It would have been a lot more than just Hollander and a draft pick. It would have been like a first or whatever because Seattle's asking price was way too high for side deals into keeping players on NHL teams. So Toronto and Pittsburgh did that trade with McCann. It was pretty much just a screw you Ron Francis trade. And eventually the Toronto Maple Leafs, I mean, at the end of the day, they kept Kerfoot, but the price it cost them, Hollander and a pick, is a lot less than what it would have done if they ended up negotiating with Seattle directly. So again, the optics of McCann getting traded to Toronto and immediately getting selected by the expansion is terrible. But on paper, just the assets in, assets out kind of value, it's fantastic for the Maple Leafs. So big ups Kyle Dubas. He rarely goes out there and makes like bad moves that are unrelated to signing contracts. Like, I think those are the only things that he really kind of struggles with. But with Kyle Dubas, you know, it's kind of a 3D chess move in a cap world where the Seattle expansion was coming and haunting everybody's dreams. So Jared McCann is a Seattle Kraken. He's coming back here to the West Coast. He's going to be down there terrorizing the Vancouver Canucks because they drafted him, and it's going to be like that, absolutely. It's going to be Colin and McCann going out there doing a whole bunch of stuff against Vancouver, but you know what's going to happen there. Which number do you think Fleury will be if he has to change this? I'm not sure, actually. This is why I hate insider rumors. They tend to be right and ruin things, kind of, right? Where are you guys watching the expansion draft? Sportsnet 1 is showing the Blue Jays game. I'm on Sportsnet 1. What? Yeah, I'm on Sportsnet 1 because Sportsnet Pacific is showing the expansion, or is showing the Blue Jays game here in Vancouver. Alright, let's upload a... Okay. Alright, let me just upload a few of the highlights here. Alright, so we have another commercial break. This is good. Because we had a lot of picks. They've all been correct so far. Nothing's been wrong. Benjamin, thank you for your subscription here. Pens should have kept McCann and protected Tanev. I mean, look, the way they did it here, they ended up losing. I mean, they got a guy back that they kind of liked. I mean, they drafted Hollander at the very beginning, so I think they kind of liked him. Still waiting for the surprise picks. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. The most shocking news is that Saravalli is younger than Crosby. Yeah, Saravalli's really young, dude. Like, I didn't realize how young he was until, like, I Googled it. Whole lot of Flurries being drafted in the expansions, eh? Yeah. M. Lennerson, thank you for your subscription here. Definitely needed the cap space on the Pins, which is the only reason they left Tanev unprotected. If they can shed his weighty contract, it'd be a big help, even though I love that kid. Yeah, it would have been Tanev, it would have been Zucker. You know, that's some big money right there, and it is valuable. Hey, DK, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. 2 more hours, no more surprise picks. All right. Lysac CZ21 as well. Thank you for your subscription here. Lucky as well. I appreciate that. Why didn't they take Tarasenko? Because he's really expensive. I think that's pretty much it. You seem like a pretty solid dude. Know what you're talking about. Time to sub. The Frenchiest Fry. Oh boy, that's a name that I have not seen in a very, very long time. If it's you with the Crosby profile picture right there, Frenchiest Fry, hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you don't know who I am, then okay, I apologize. But if you do, it's been a while. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Even more picks. More picks. More picks. More picks. They're going for the low price contracts, it seems. Yeah, pretty much. They might want to go out there and start spending some more money in free agency. Of course. Okay, there we go. There we go. I see. Hello, Frenchiest Fry. Blue should have protected him so they could trade him for something good in return. I mean, maybe. That definitely... You know, it gets really difficult when you have RFAs, right? It gets really... Because you have to go all over the place with, like, the rights and negotiations, and it gets a lot more complicated there. Okay, so... They're still doing a few interviews here. They haven't revealed any picks here. Oh, they just did. Wait, did they? Oh, no, there was a shout-out. Okay, so... I'm not going to read your username there, Blood, but thank you so much for the subscription. Morgan Geeky. Okay, there, from the Carolina side of things in the Metro. There's another correct one right there. Insiders kind of ruin it, but you know what? It is what it is. Derek, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. Morgan Geeky, dude. He's like, Wasn't he like the top NHL goal per game guy for a while there? Dad, Daughters, and Dogs Vlogs, thank you for your subscription here. Kyle as well, thank you for your subscription here. I really appreciate that. And Mark as well. They're still revealing a few more of these here. Okay, here we go. Gavin Bayreuther as well from Columbus. Oh boy, I'm surprised that one actually went through. I would have picked Domi at this spot, but hey, they didn't do that. DJ Heat as well, thank you for the subscription. Morgan Geeky for the Canes. If you say Thomas Clements, I will sub. What's going on, Thomas Clements? How are we doing? They're cracking a lot of jokes there, eh? I didn't even mean to do it. They're cracking a lot of cracking jokes, yeah. Okay. Ovi doesn't belong in Seattle. I mean, oh my goodness, Kevin Weeks. They're still at Pike Place Market. I've been there before, actually. It's pretty cool. I like Pike Place Market. This is boring, except busting on the Leafs. Thought we'd hear about a few trades already. Yeah, me too. They haven't done anything yet, which is noteworthy, I guess. Nate Bastian! Oh boy, that's a good way to reveal it, I think. Yeah, no, as I said, man, Nate Bastian. I liked him from the Mississauga Steelheads all those years ago. Josh, thank you for your subscription here. Thomas, man, as well, thank you for subscribing too. I really appreciate that. But Nate Bastian, man, yeah, he's pretty good. He was really good with Nylander and Mike McLeod all those years ago. Philippe, thank you for the subscription here. Josh as well, guys. Mark my words, that Cole Lynn goes to the Kraken. Yeah, he'll go to the Kraken for sure. he'll do it. He'll do it. David as well, thank you for your subscription here. All right, here we go. One more, I think. Oh, no. We're getting some more special guests. The TD Show, thank you for your sub here. Landeskog wants like 10 million. Yeah, he does. Vancouver kind of got screwed in the draft lottery. Yeah. Chris Glennon Downs, thank you for your subscription here. It looks a lot more like they're just revealing the picks rather than actually telling us what's gone down. Like, there hasn't been any word of a trade or whatever. Claudine, thank you so much for your subscription. Is it Jordan Eberle? It's Jordan Eberle. Okay. Yeah, Jordan Eberle. There we go. Oh, he's there! Jordan Eberle's right there revealing the away jersey. That's cool. That's really cool. Gregons, thank you for your subscription here. Oh man, the GIF is gonna make you unsubscribed. I have apologized for that. It's just, I want to showcase, gratitude when people subscribe here. I guess we'll turn down the volume. How about that? We'll turn down the volume of it so it's not as loud. Is this really the first time Eberle's been in Seattle? Oh boy. That is, pretty noteworthy, actually. Not being in Seattle before. Okay. So, the Islanders just lost a good player. Yeah, they did. We would probably know about any trades by now. Yeah, for sure. The jerseys are clean. I like the oversized S. Yeah, me too. I do like the jerseys as well. Zero surprises. Totally anticlimactic. Yeah. Pretty much. Okay, so we're going over to the Rangers. Is it going to be Colin Blackwell with a trade for Giordano? Tommy, thank you for your subscription here. Bergie is a genius, eh? Yeah, pretty much. Let's find a substitute for Man Mountain Mercy Gato. Oui, my friend. Oui. Seattle is already better than the Sabres. Can I say Giannis Antetokounmpo? I think so. They took Jordan Eberle? Yeah, they did. All right. Will Seattle be better than Vegas? Okay, I don't think so. That's a tough. Those are tough shoes to fill for sure. Zero surprises, totally anticlimactic. Yeah, pretty much. Suburban Homeboy. I like your username. Thank you for the subscription here. So many good UFAs this year. Yeah, there are, man. If you say, Burke, you are a good goalie, I will sub. Burke, you're the best, bro. Stopping all the pucks out there. I like the Sounders, the Whitecaps, and Arsenal. Pretty much, eh? Yeah. They're all great teams. This is the most random draft ever, kind of. Colin Blackwell. Okay, so he was the guy taken here. They're going to say he's a fan favorite in Seattle. Bill, thank you for your subscription here. I pray they take Holtby. They're most likely not going to, dude. They're most likely going to take Holind. Alright. Alright, so it has been Blackwell. We're sticking in the Metro, so we'll get Philly, we'll get Pittsburgh, and then we'll get Washington. And it's most likely going to be Twarynski, Tanev, and Vanacek in that order. Where's the trades at? Or the side deals? Yeah, right? Where are they? Jeez. This draft is kind of boring. It kind of is, man. Not going to lie. They auto-simmed every pick. That's funny. That's kind of how it goes, isn't it, Fizzy? They auto-simmed every single pick that they had. All right. Oh, are we going to take a commercial break? Yeah, we're doing a commercial break here. Okay. Thank you, dude. You're welcome, Burke. My nearest team is Kamloops Blazers. Oh, dude. I hope you're doing all right, though, with all the fire warnings and whatnot. I love all this stuff, though. I'm from Niagara, Ice Dogs, Leafs territory, but go Habs go. That is awesome, Justin. Jacob, thank you for your subscription here. My nearest team is the Avalanche. Lego, you think the Canucks get a surprise Elite Four before the start of the season? No, I don't think they're doing that. I'm screaming at the sky if they take Tanev, but I know they're gonna. Might as well start screaming now. Frenchiest Fry, bro. I didn't realize you were a Pens fan. I didn't. It just never really clicked. I don't think it really was ever brought up anytime. But yeah. Tanev, it was Tanev or Zucker, man. I was thinking Tanev or Zucker, but Tanev makes a little bit more sense financially, so I'd be interested in hearing you screaming outside, though. That's kind of cool. Just tuned in. Have any of the leaks been wrong? Big Kev? No. They've all been correct, as noted by the green boxes on your screen right now. We still have some gray ones to go, but it's the order that they're revealing the picks. It's alphabetical by division, so it's kind of strange, but it is what it is. I feel bad for the crowd at the draft when they should just check the picks online. Nezuko. Yeah, Nezuko-chan right there. It's smoky outside where I live, but it's not close. Okay, that's good that you're staying safe then, though, Aiden. That's really good. Hello from Czechia. Sad that the Kraken will probably pick only one Czech player. And who might that be? King Kenny, thank you so much for the subscription here. Vitek Vanacek. The Seattle Kraken Expansion Draft. Lego, do you think the Canucks... No, I'm not thinking they're getting a surprise, like, top forward. I think that's really unlikely for Jim Benning and the guys. Like, if I had to be honest about it. Okay. I think you can hear my commercials as well. We're watching, like, the Grand Big Mac thing right here. They announced the Canucks last because this is the best stream. Yeah, they actually might, depending on where they go. If they do Pacific last, they better do Pacific last because this is Seattle, right? And it's like it's divisional rivals and whatnot. It makes sense, I think, to do it like that. I'm happy we didn't lose Kerfoot. Yeah, that's kind of why you did the entire thing, right? That's why you acquired McCann. But you lost him immediately, man. It's kind of... definitely is something. I think this program is honestly pretty well done. Like, if I'm going to be honest here, I think it's doing pretty alright. Alright, so... Landeskog and the Sabres. Nobody wants Tarasenko. Okay, come on, guys. So, Seattle versus Detroit. Giant monster squid versus an octopus. That sounds really cool. Like something straight out of like a fairy tale storybook. I like that. Why didn't Washington protect Vanacek? Because I think they really like Samsonov, and you could only protect one goalie, I think, right? Remember the name, or remember the time Vertan and the McCann scruffed? Yeah. Makes more sense for the Kraken fans to throw squids. Earthquake by typing Lego. Earthquake typing by LegoRocks99. Oh my goodness, you guys can hear that? Leaves trade Marner for Landeskog and then leave after. Oh boy. I would sub to you, but I'm already subbed. Hey, thank you, Dennis. I appreciate the sentiment. Dude, Kevin Weeks went all over Seattle. This is great. Good for him. If you're Kevin Weeks just going out there, just being asked by the NHL to do whatever, that's a great kind of thing to do there. Oh, Vancouver is the last pick. Okay, that is great. All right, so they did Carson Twarynski, dude. Oh my goodness. It's a correct pick as well. It's correct too. Ay. This is all right. Well, one more and then they get Brandon Tanev. Any fan art is about to be sick. I need to make some Kraken versus Detroit art. That's super cool concept. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. You got like the tentacles and all that wrapping around everywhere. It's pretty. You're gonna have a lot of tentacles over there, and I'm not gonna say anything else beyond that. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sounds like some good typing skills though. Yeah, my peak is like 160 words per minute. If I really get going and I understand. Is that Granado? Oh, that's awesome. Let's get it. I'm surprised you were able to hear that. I got a second laptop here just doing all this stuff. Yeah, Cami Granado, nice. First woman pro scout in NHL history. That is awesome. Vancouver before Winnipeg? Yeah, they're doing Vancouver before Winnipeg because it's alphabetical via division, and they're doing the Central first, and they're doing the Pacific last. So Winnipeg is actually going to be before Anaheim, and Calgary, and LA. They're taking Tanev. It looks like they might, Megan. So are the white your guesses and the green selected? Just got off work, not sure when the draft started. No, the whites are the insiders. This entire grid was white previously, but it was Frank Saravelli and LeBron and all them tweeting out who they are saying is going to get taken, and so far every single pick has been correct. They did the Tanev! Brandon Tanev, he's there too! Okay, great. So Brandon Tanev is confirmed as well. They have him there, so it's Eberle. Oh, look at him, he's so charismatic. That is awesome. Tanev, Dreger, and Eberle are all there, so that's really interesting, actually. All this was leaked this morning. Yeah, it was. It was. Brandon Tanev, man. Guy's an absolute warrior. He goes out there. Sure, he may not be the most skilled guy. He may not have the best hands or whatever, but he's got a heart. And it's not like he doesn't have any skill either. Like, I say, oh, he's not the most skilled guy, but I'm just like, you play on a team with Crosby and Malkin, obviously you're not going to be like the best guy there. But this guy's certainly good. Big fan of Brandon Tanev. Is it okay to blame Voynov for LA falling off the map? Okay, no, we're not going to talk about that. Alright. Huge loss, Brandon Tanev? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I can't believe he's 29, though, dude. He made the NHL 6 years ago. That is crazy. Like, it feels like yesterday that Brandon Tanev was like, you know, the new guy in town. Darn. Darn, he really... They tried joking around with Tanev, and he's just, like, not taking it. That's kind of funny. You need guys like Tanev pretty much, eh? Not Turbo, unfortunately. I have the Pittsburgh jersey out here today. I got the Kessel right here. The good old City of Champions badge on the side. I didn't even realize that I had this here. But yeah, Phil Kessel, he's one of my favorite Penguins. And they took Vitek Vanacek. There you go. There's the Czechs. Czechia getting their representation right here. So far, every single insider pick has been correct. I love how all the picks got leaked. I'm kind of the same way, Mark, but yeah. He's a good sport. Yeah, he is. Losing Kovalchuk hurt New Jersey. We don't miss Voynov. You better not miss Voynov, yeah. Okay, so... I mean, look, how many have we had? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we've been just over halfway all the picks. And Frank Saravelli has been correct on every single one. So, yeah, I mean, it was mostly Frank Saravelli too. Like, we noted this earlier, but it was only, like, he tweeted, I think it was 20 times in the hour, just giving out names. Ryan, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate that. Do you think Nate Schmidt gets traded today? Not today. Maybe sometime soon. That's an awesome jersey. Kessel is one of a kind. He is one of a kind. He's my favorite chewing tobacco, hot dog, trucker, hockey player out there. He's the guy. 16-0, yeah. The insiders have not gotten a single one wrong just yet. I'm waiting for Space Jam. Oh, dude, I really want to see it. I know the reviews have been really bad, but it's like, come on, it's Space Jam. Also, there's Rick and Morty in it, man. Like, Ryan, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that. So I'm assuming they don't pick like the NFL does. I'm actually not sure how the NFL does their expansion drafts. But, yeah. How is there no side deals? I think there probably are side deals. We just haven't seen them yet. Like, I think there's, like, I'm actually surprised there didn't appear to be a side deal for Columbus. Because I would have taken Domi. You know? I think Domi is, like, over Bayreuther. I don't know. Kessel is a beast. Space Jam is going to be a flop. Yeah, I mean, if you're expecting, like, you know, a good movie... I mean, I'm not going to go into Space Jam thinking it's going to be a good movie. Like, it's Space Jam. Like, come on. Space Jam's on HBO. Odds are Eichel is traded today. He's not going to be traded today. Like, we got to give it a little bit more time. Teams are going to make more trades. Teams are going to go out there, establish their rosters during the draft, maybe sometime during free agency, and I think then we'll start to open ourselves up to a little bit more trading action there. Remember last year at the draft, everybody was disappointed because we wanted more trades. We didn't get any trades at the draft. We had 2 trades where we had the picks moving up and down, and that was it. Like, I still have the spreadsheet we used from a year ago. And, yeah, it's not really that great on the trade front. Matthew, thank you so much for your subscription here. Where do you think the next expansion team will be? I hope it's in Quebec. Space Jam should have included a real star player instead of the no-name player they got. Yeah, they should have gotten Giannis. Space Jam is fun to watch. I bet it is. They learned from the Vegas draft on side deals, pretty much. I was hoping PK Subban would go. Yeah, I wanted to see Subban and Price reunited, kind of. Okay, that realistically was never going to happen, but it could have happened. Like, they had a lot of good star power in the names they had available to them. Vegas should give up a player, so what if they're new? Lego, I love the Broncos jersey. You can get my junior jerseys like the Yorkton Terriers or the Melville Millionaires. Yeah, Junior A, Junior B, whatever it is, man. Lots of good stuff going on there for minor hockey jerseys. Did the Blue Jays actually trade for DeGrom? No way. Did they actually... No way. DeGrom is going to the Blue Jays? Okay, no, he's still with the Mets right now. What? Okay, here we go. Okay, so they're talking about their very first game. It's going to be against the Canucks here. Oh, boy. Look out Canucks, eh? He's really picking a fight. Oh, so they're talking about Climate Change Arena. Wow, it actually looks pretty good on the inside. I like it. Wow, they really like... Oh, it's Climate Pledge Arena, not Climate Change Arena. Jeez, it's completely different than what we were talking about here earlier. Oh no, man. Houston Rockets owner is hot for a hockey team, yeah. Vanacek, whoa, yeah. Vanacek went out there, man. Oh, the arena is far from complete. Kevin Weeks is over there now, too. Oh, man. What is my least favorite team? Boston. It's not even close. It's only Boston, really. If DeGrom was going to the Blue Jays, that'd be amazing. Okay, please. Okay, so they've got Tyler Pitlick from the Coyotes. I got a little bit confused at first because they started saying Arizona, and I was like, wait, Arizona's in the Pacific. And then I was like, wait, no, they're changing it up. Arizona is now in the Atlantic because we're going to have 32 teams, 8 teams per division. Pacific is going to have Seattle, and Arizona is going to move from the Pacific to the Central because the Central was a team, or was the division missing one of them. So, yeah, Tyler Pitlick is going over to Seattle. I mean, Arizona didn't really have too many good players in general, so... I love Boston. Oh, boy. Come on, Popeye Sailor. Do you think Keanu Yamamoto should be signed by an NHL team? We'll see. He's still got some time. Got a lot of time. Boston, least favorite team, reconsider subscription. It's because of the 2011 finals, bro. I'm a Canucks fan. I'm here in Vancouver, so that's why. And my second favorite team is Montreal. No hate though. We'll talk about Boston equally, and we'll make videos about them as well. Arizona Atlantic. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. I love going to Arizona and enjoying the Atlantic Ocean. Oh boy, eh? That's not how it works, man. The Atlantic isn't anywhere near Arizona. It's on the complete other side. Parmv, what's going on, Parmv? Perry, we actually have the French... We had the Frenchiest Fry in here earlier today. I think you might recognize who that is. Carl as well. Bring back the Supersonics. Oh boy, we're getting infiltrated here in the chat. Alright, we're still waiting on the next pick, though. It should be Chicago. It's going to be John Quenneville, isn't it? Seattle Supersonics guard, eh? Gary Payton. That is awesome. Vancouver fan, my condolences. Yeah, you don't need to kid about that. It's all good. You guys won. It's okay, Graham. I appreciate the kind words though. Flyers fan here, and I have no clue who Carson Twarynski is. I was hoping they would take Giroux or Voracek. Okay, you weren't hoping for Giroux. Come on, bro. Carson Twarynski's a weird one, though. He's been all over the place. Like, I was really surprised that he was even, like, there. Like, he was out the entire year as well with health problems, but yeah. Alright. How do you feel about Tristan Jarry being protected for the draft? A lot of Pens fans were mad about it, but I think it was a good choice, to be honest. Well, you had to at least protect one goalie. That's the thing. You can't go out there and just protect 0 goalies. So with the Pittsburgh Penguins, I mean... Oh, they did pick Quenneville. Wow, so Steve Dangle's sources were correct. It is Quenneville. Nice. I mean, if you really, like... You've committed to Jarry for 2 more years. He's got 3.5 on the cap hit. You kind of have to be... Unless you're super confident that the Smith is going to bounce back and take over that role, like, you have to have your faith in Jarry. And furthermore, it's like, they didn't even take any of their goalies, so they lost out on Tanev, I get it, but I also... Oh my goodness, they got Donskoy as well. That's also correct, too. And I know, Jarry statistically had, like, the worst Stanley Cup playoffs performance in the past 20 years when he played against... what was it, the Islanders this season? We made a video about that, actually, how his numbers were statistically the worst one, like, in a very long time, in terms of expected goals against and actual goals against, because he was just completely... Ugh. But yeah, Jarry, man. NHL fans are better than NFL fans? Okay, we're not going to go into that argument right here. Schmidt will be traded at the draft? Maybe. I despise every team San Jose loses to. Me, but with Vancouver, bro. That's pretty much me. Okay, so next up, Dallas. They're gonna go Jamie Alexiak, and it's not even gonna be like a surprise because they already signed a contract extension with the guy, 4.6 AAV for what was it, 5 years or something. Have they drafted yet? Vancouver? No, they're doing Vancouver last. Jamie Alexiak. Okay, there we go. There's another one. There's another one. The insiders haven't been wrong, man. All of the picks have been correct. The real question is who actually plays when it comes time. Bet 40% gets traded. Yeah, that's probably going to happen. Oh, Alexiak's here. Nice. Do you know the projected cap hit of the sources list, seeing as this is what we're going to be getting? Yeah, no, I didn't have time to create a mock cap profile of this team. If anybody wants to do that, though, can you go on to Cap Friendly and, like, pick all these players and, like, give to us what the cap hit is? That'd be really appreciated if anybody wants to do that. They're not taking Kakkonen. Yeah, they're taking Susi because they want defense, and they already have Drager, Vanacek, and Decord. I'm surprised Decord was the guy. Like, you could have easily gone with Evgeny Dadonov or whatever, too. Like, that's definitely an option they had as well. Landeskog isn't leaving Colorado. I think they're just not agreeing on term. I think Landy wants 8, Colorado wants 5. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Landeskog really wanted to lock it down long term. Just got here, so the leaks were correct. Yeah, they were correct. So far, every single leak we have had has been correct. Oh, man. All these names, like, even the random ones, like Carson Twarynski and Tyler Pitlick and Quenneville, even Decord, man. Like, they got them all right. Oh, boy. The life of an NHL insider, isn't it? Life of an NHL insider. All right, yeah, heaviest hitter in the NHL. Welcome to the Kraken, Jamie Oleksiak. All right. All right, so they did Susi as well. They didn't take Capo Kakinen. There we go, man. Like, geez, we're really like going for it here with all of the picks. All right, so Carson Susi out there being taken. Heaviest hitter, Cronwall out of retirement. I mean, Oleksiak's pretty in there, I think. He's kind of got that conversation going for him. The worst team ever. Okay, we're not going to say worst team ever. We'll wait for them to play a few games first. We'll wait for them to play a few games first, I guess. Okay. I only know two active players, Crosby and McDavid. What about Louis Eriksson? He's a good player. It was a shame how Jari went from being pretty fantastic throughout the season, finally coming into his own, and then just bombed so hard playing every game in the postseason. Yeah, he really was a little bit of a different goalie. Wasn't really the same. Sorry, I'm just catching up here on the chat, trying to see if there are any messages here that I missed out on. They ain't Buffalo, not the worst team. I'm expecting the Lonely Island to make a Netflix episode special rap parody of the Kraken. Oh boy. They're picking Detroit right now? No, they did Detroit earlier. It was one of the first picks they did. They could have had a Voracek Domi Tarasenko line, yeah. They should have kept Murray. Would you do Romanov for Sergachev? I would. I think Sergachev is gonna be better than Romanov long term. Hello though, Casablanca. Thank you so much for your subscription here. I love your username. I haven't seen the film, but man, I want to see that. Why are no trades being made? Yeah, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Congratulations. Thank you for your subscription here, too. What would be the benefit of taking Giordano? I mean, you have a captain there. You have a really good defense. He literally won the Norris a few years ago. Why wouldn't they take Price and flip him? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Can't wait for the Jets versus Kraken, even though the Jets are probably going to get smoked. We suck against the worst teams. What would be their first line with the players they draft? I guess it would be Gord, Eberle, and... Who the heck else? Who the heck else would they have as their first... They have to get somebody in free agency. Like, you can't go out there with a first line of Gord, Eberle, and like Jonas Donskoy or whatever. Like, come on, it's not gonna be that good. I think Nate Schmidt for Vince Dunn. Oh boy, I'd like that, eh? This is going to be hilarious if these were Francis's picks with no trades made. That would be pretty funny, actually, yeah. Mackenzie, thank you for your subscription here. I appreciate it. There are no trades because the Kraken were asking for the moon and then some to make a deal. Yeah, pretty much. Trevor Hoffman, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, Callie Yarncrow then, maybe, yeah. Did they already confirm Yarncrow? No, that's going to be one of the next ones here. Yeah, so they just did Susie. Yarncrow is going to be next, and then it's going to be Dunn, Appleton, Fleury, Giordano, Larson, McDermott, True, and Lind. Yeah, I want to see some big trades this offseason. Me too, man. Me too. Gord make a shoulder surgery 4 months out. Oh, no. Oh, boy. I completely forgot about that, too, man. Darn. I want Tanev back. Oh, man. I want Chris Tanev back. Anthony, though, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate it. Okay, is the board frozen? No, the board's not frozen. It's just we're just in a commercial break right now. Okay, here we go, though. What is your 1 to 10 ranking of the availability based on availability and leftover salary? I mean, maybe like a 6.5. Like, I thought they really could have been a lot more ambitious. Like, if they wanted to save money, cool. Like, they're doing that, but I think you're really leaving a lot of value off the table when you take these players. Dylan Larkin and Tyler Bertuzzi for Eichel. Oh boy, I don't think that's going to go there. I think we all want Tanev back. You sound so bored. I am bored, dude. We had all the picks leaked to us like 8 hours before the actual program started, and we're still here looking at the picks. It's Marshawn Lynch on the screen now, man. Skittles himself. Fizzy Goat. Lego, please stream Shell or something. This whole no streams is killing me. Hey, I appreciate the super chat there, Dylan. That means a lot to me. But yeah, you know, I've been thinking, what are we able to do for other streams? Mostly because all the gaming that I do nowadays, it's like usually at like midnight and like 2-3 a.m. in the morning, so it's not really. Yeah. Thank you, though, Dylan, for the super popping up on the screen there. I really appreciate it for sure. Oh, here we go. Marshawn Lynch is making the pick. Nashville.
This the first pick, right? Yeah, with the first pick, we're going with the boy Callie, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, my goodness. We're going with the boy Callie because he can't pronounce the last name. To be fair, that's a really difficult last name. It looks like it's pronounced Jarncroc, but it's Yarncrow.
Hey, and look, Callie, if I didn't pronounce it right, tap in with me and let me know how to do it the right way. Straight up.
Callie Yarncrow. Okay. Pretty sure they're trying to tank for Shane Wright. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Oh, man. Callie Yarncrow had 28 points last season? That's crazy. Crazy that no one talks about LA Kings. Athanasiou could be a solid pick. I have not seen the leak stuff, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna be Curtis McDermott. They took McDermott over Cale Clegg. Oh boy. Why did they not pick good players? Because they want salary. Make a poll and see what we think. For streams at 3 a.m. in the morning? No, we're not doing that. I'm not even going to be able to get the setup done. I appreciate the super chat once again, Dylan, for sure. But we're not doing streams at 3 a.m. in the morning. You can do a power rankings stream. Power rankings for what? It's the off season. We don't have power rankings. So, are these all the current picks right now? The green ones are the confirmed picks. The gray ones are the speculated picks that we had from the analysts on Twitter. And they've been correct every single time. We haven't had to bust out the incorrect color. So, yeah. So with Cap Friendly and everyone who is drafted right at this moment, the cap hit is $37.8 million. Ace Pilot, man, absolute legend, went out there and did the thing. That's not a lot, dude. Holy crap. Even if you add, like, Giordano and whatnot, they took Vince Dunn. Okay, there you go. Vince Dunn. Oh, boy. So Dunn is there. Dude, this roster's going to have $38 million, and you're going to have to re-sign a few RFAs, yeah. Maybe, like, $20 million or whatever. Add $20 million for the RFAs, just a guess. You still have so much extra money to spend on whoever else you want in free agency. Can Seattle be a pitch, though? Can you go out there, pitch Seattle? Okay, you're going to be a star on this team. Come to us, you can get top-line minutes, you'll play here for 8 years, you'll set our franchise on fire, and you'll do the thing. And Mason Appleton. Wow, so they passed on DeMello. Darn. Appleton, honestly, Appleton's really underrated. I think Appleton can be a really, really solid pickup for the Seattle Kraken here. Like, the guy just produced so many points this year. Was Cale Fleury a good pick? I'd say so, to some extent. Appleton was fantastic this season, though. They got like 4 guys who could score 20 goals a season. I think Francis is a bad GM. I don't think he is smart enough to weaponize the cap space like Yzerman can. Watch him get fired in a year or two. Yeah, we'll see. We will see for sure. Oh, it's $62 million. Okay. Crowd is dead? Yeah, like, I mean, the program started at 5. It's already been an hour, and we still have a few more picks to go. Appleton's a good player. Yeah, he's a really good player, for sure. With how much they're going to have left, they can sign every top free agent. Yeah, Taylor Hall, Alex Ovechkin. Let's see them all go to Seattle, baby. This is a fairly average roster. It is, but, like, we spoke about Vegas the same way, though. Pacific Division is trash. Okay, so we only have Pacific teams to do now. So we'll go ahead and, oh boy. Hey! Wow. Okay, so they got Fleury's brother. Great. They had the kids, the Anchorage Hockey Academy do the thing. That was really loud. Oh, man, Hayden Fleury is there. That is amazing. He's going to be number 4. Hayden's going to be there with his brother. That is so cool. You think they go Hayden Fleury? Yeah, they did go Hayden Fleury. They're clearly banking on trades and UFAs. For sure, dude. For sure. Wow, brothers. Imagine getting the Hughes brothers in Vancouver versus the Fleury brothers in Seattle. That would be such a cool little like rivalry right there. Even though the Hughes would be a lot better. Just saying. Toss a fish down the pooper. That's Seattle. Oh my goodness. Who has the Canadian TV rights? Sportsnet, I believe. Now Mark and Theron need to play for Seattle. Oh, yeah. Pacific is not bad. Only bad pickup in this Pacific was McDermott. I like McDermott. I just like Cale Clegg a lot more. Like, I thought Clegg should have been the guy. If you're going to go defense... Wow, they brought in Hayden Fleury just to talk about his brother Cale here. What What a program here. All right. We're at 397 likes, though, guys. That is fantastic. Could we get to 400, though? Can we get 3 more likes? 3 more. That's like a little request right there. Do you think we can get 3 more? We talking crap about a team just like Vegas. We doubted them. Look at them now. Yeah, that's definitely like fair, you know. But like, it's just different because it's like for Vegas, you know, they didn't really have like the options that Seattle does. Like if Vegas wanted to get one of the best goalie performances we've ever seen in the playoffs in recent memory, you get Carey Price. You want to get one of the best snipers in the game when healthy, you get Tarasenko. You want to get one of the most like potential and potent goal scorers, you get Voracek. Like, they're really sacrificing a lot of value here. The Seattle Kraken. They're really betting on free agency. And I don't remember Vegas having that opportunity, you know? Like, they took the best players they could have. Like, who was the best players available? Okay, Lucas Spiza on Vancouver. Like, the Canucks were in a position where they protected Eric and Branson. Like, that's kind of the state of the Canucks back then. And, like they took the best players when they could have. Like, Fleury, for example. He was available, they took him. No questions asked, they just got the face of the franchise right there in Fleury. Carlson, nobody thought he was going to be able to score 40 goals. Okay, he went out there, he scored 40. Like, a lot of these guys, you know, I'm not discrediting the idea that any of these guys could come out here. Morgan Geekie gets, like, 20 goals or whatever. But, like, I just think they left so much value on the table with building their roster. Burke was the 300th like. That is fantastic, man. Are we at 470 now? No way. We went out there and really got a whole bunch there. Thank you so much, my friends. I appreciate it. Also, Daniel Orr, thank you for the subscription over here. As well as Thomas, I appreciate it. Columbus gave them Carlson to not pick Josh Anderson. Oh, is that really how it went down? I think they made a good decision then, because I don't think Anderson would have been as good as Carlson was. They traded Anderson for Domi to leave Domi open, yeah. Like, if Seattle really wanted to screw over other teams, you take Domi. You go out there and you take the guy that this team just traded for nothing. What a boring draft. Yeah, it is kind of a boring draft. I bet you they have a deal in place with Dougie Hamilton. We'll see. We'll see, maybe. Larson crossing his fingers, too, that he doesn't get picked. Saskatchewan does... No, I think Larson is getting... I'm pretty sure they've already announced that they're signing, like, a contract or whatever, so I think they kind of have to pick him, right? We're almost at 500 likes. Oh, man, thank you. Thank you. Solid Smoke as well for the subscription here. I appreciate that. Man, I love the Seattle Thunderbirds and their branding. It's just so good. Matt, thank you for the subscription here. I appreciate it. Here we go. Commercial break is over. Calgary, we're going to do Mark Giordano. Is it going to be Mark Giordano? Come on. Jace, thank you so much for your subscription here. I appreciate that as well. Dude, where's Kevin Weeks now? Oh, he's in the hospital. Fox Splits, thank you for your subscription here. Columbus gave Vegas a first to take Carlson, to not take Anderson, to trade him for Domi, who they then left unprotected. Yeah. Asset management 101. I guess. 500 likes, guys. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Let me reload the page here. See how many we're at. Yeah, we're at 504. That is fantastic, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Giordano? They took Giordano, bro. Okay. If that's not their captain, I don't know who's going to be their captain. I mean, Landeskog maybe, but like free agency doesn't really count. Joseph, thank you for your subscription here. Mark Giordano, man. This is good. This is a really good captain. Spanky McJugles. What a strange username. Thank you for the subscription here. I appreciate it. Hi, I'm a Hage fan. Thank you for the kind words. Kevin as well, thank you for the subscription. Mark Giordano. Is he there in Seattle? He's there, dude. He knew he was going to be taken the entire time. Darn, they flew him out and everything. That is amazing. Mark Giordano is in Seattle, dude. Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about that. It's going to be strange. Rome3x2, thank you for your subscription here. It seems like they're building their AHL team. Yeah, it kind of does feel like it. Spanky McJuggle, sorry I misspelled. That's all good, man. That's all good. Don't have to be apologetic for that. I can see Weber sitting out at least half the season. Yeah, we'll see. It was reported they're trying to trade New York Rangers Giordano for Ryan Strome. Yeah, I saw that as well. It's going to be really strange if that ends up going down because you just made a big deal and a big announcement for this guy. First time for Giordano in Seattle ever? Oh boy. Hey mate, love your stuff, listening all the way from Australia. G'day, mate. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm sorry if I stereotype right there, but you said mate, so I'm going to say mate as well. Jay Broadbent, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. Speaking of the AHL, thoughts on the Abbotsford Canucks? It's okay. It's there. It's there. I don't really know how good that team is going to be, though, because they're losing. They lost. This was what Rick Dollywall said earlier, but they lost Goldolbin, they lost Boucher, they're losing Cole Lind. They are losing a whole bunch of guys, and like this team is gonna be, they're gonna need some players, you know. They're gonna need some free agent signings. Darn, dude, Giordano's going to Seattle. That is crazy. I can drink Kraken again if they took Price. I can never drink Kraken again. Oh my goodness, you're talking about the alcohol. It is, the rum. That's what it is. I'm literally just getting into hockey. It's your boy CP. Well, this is the channel for you then, man. We've got hockey discussion every day. Talking about rumors, news, prospects, and all that stuff. Lego, do you have any pets? No, I do not. I used to have fish, but they died. Abbotsford Canucks. The name is terrible. The jersey's pretty sweet. All right, here we go. Adam Larson from the Oilers. Adam Larson. There you go. Okay, so... Darn, does he even get louder? What happened here? Che Broadbent, thank you so much for the Aussie... Are those dollars that you guys use? Thank you. I appreciate it. You could take your try again super sticker for sure. Can you explain what the green and white colors mean in your chart? Yes, so the green are the confirmed picks that are already set in stone, that have been announced, and that we have watched. The gray picks are the ones that the insiders leaked to us earlier today, that are supposed to be the correct picks. So far, every pick has been correct. This board used to be all white, but now it's all green because the insiders are not wrong. I guess they kept cap room for UFAs. Yeah, pretty much. How do you feel about them taking Fleury? I mean, it's cool. They have the brother connection there. Whoa, so they did McDermott from the Kings as well. So the insiders, I mean, they're 28 for 30. I mean, they're 28 for 28, I mean, so far. They haven't gotten one wrong. So, I mean... so bad that the entire list got leaked earlier on. Again, though, I thought they should have gone with Clegg if they want to go defense, but... Okay. Comments are still the comments. Devils AHL squad now instead of the Canucks. Yeah, that is the thing. What big free agent are they going to target? I'm not sure. Probably Landeskog, probably Schwartz. Alright, so... Thank you for your explanation. Good job. Hey, I appreciate that, Candy. I appreciate it. Thanks for the bits, say, just like Vince Russo. Pleasure is mine, Frank Castle. Insiders are on the Kraken's payroll, yeah. Okay, wow, they have somebody in the aquarium showing this one off. Alexander True, right? From the Sharks? Wow. They even got True correct, man. Darn. I didn't even know who this guy was before today. Now he's on the Seattle Kraken, bro. Oh, he's the cousin of Nikolai Ehlers. Wow, that's really cool. Curtis McDermott moves the cap to 55.6. This is so boring because we all know the picks. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Habs fan highlights. It is. They're crazy. Not every free agent is just going to sign with them, right? Okay, so according to Ace Pilot, the team that we have had so far, 29 out of 30 picks, it's accounted for about $55 million. Alexander True moves the cap hit to $56 million. Cole Lind is probably going to be the pick here. And if you go over to what his cap contract situation is, I mean, he's an RFA right here. He needs money. And I think we're going to wait a little bit more for the announcement because this is the last pick. We haven't had any announcements of the trades or whatever. We've just been seeing all the picks from the insiders come to life and actually be accurate here. And now Cole Lind might be the last one, as Vancouver is last on the clock here for the Seattle Kraken Expansion Draft. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get it done real quickly because we're just going to be talking a lot more here. But for Cole Lind, man, like, I was kind of thinking, is it going to be Holtby? I could understand if they wanted to go for Jay Beagle. You know, they've got all these, like, big name, big money contracts the Canucks do, like Louis Eriksson. Seattle could take any of these guys if they wanted to, but no, they go for Cole Lind, who's only played 7 games at the NHL level, but who was one of the top Utica Comets point guys the previous few years, and who has really significantly improved his game since the WHL days with the Kelowna Rockets. I do think that Cole Lind is gonna have some good middle six, maybe 30-point potential in the NHL. So the fact that he is out here potentially as the next member of the Kraken does kind of break my heart. Here's the announcement. All right, they took Cole Lind. Well, the meme back at the draft was, why isn't anyone taking Cole Lind? Well, he's been taken twice now. Jim Benning back in 2017. Ron Francis in 2021. He was fantastic with the Comets, man. I think that Cole Lind still has some pretty good potential, and the fact that the Canucks ended up not retaining any salary on a Holtby or whatever, and they end up taking Lind instead, man, does kind of hurt a little bit. I've been really looking forward to seeing what Cole Lind could do. It's going to be funny, you know. Lind and McCann are going to be together now, and they're going to be terrorizing the Vancouver Canucks, and it doesn't really feel good. But you know what? At the end of the day, for the Vancouver Canucks, I think this is kind of like the worst-case scenario because any of the other picks would have helped out the team quite a bit. But, you know, that's Seattle's protocol, man. Why are they going to help out Vancouver? They're division rivals. They have no right to go out there and say, okay, we're going to take Holtby. We're going to take this contract off their hands. We're going to take Eriksson. We're going to free them up with some money. No, let's take the cheap guy, The RFA, who's a good young prospect coming in, only has 7 games of NHL experience. We're going to give him a home here in Seattle. Let's do it. Oh, man. I feel bad about that pick. That's the one that I feel the most bad about. But either way, though, that is the end. 57.3 is the final cap space. Ace, man, you got to consider, though, some of these guys are RFAs, and they do need new contracts. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, man. Okay, so that's the expansion draft. That's our team. What are we going to do now? Do you guys want to, like, make a mock team, I guess? Like, make a mock lineup? I think we can do that, right? We can make a mock lineup. I'm pretty sure we can make a mock lineup. Okay, let's go ahead and try to do that. So, what we'll do, I guess... Okay, let's go ahead to the draft here. Let's copy and paste this entire thing. We'll move it over to the side here. Okay, we'll move it over to the side. Okay, so what we want to do here is make a lineup. What are we going to try to do? We're going to make a first line of maybe just like just a random line. Okay, let's go Gord, Yanni Gord, and then who do we put on the right wing in the first line? Eberle? Is Eberle a right winger? Or is he a left? I'm not sure. Sure, yeah, let's try it, guys. Thank you so much, though, for sticking around with us here, being here and hanging out with us, being part of the stream. So we'll do Gord, Eberle, and who do we put on the left side there? Donskoy, I guess? Like, it's not really... Have a good night. Thank you for the stream. Hey, Teresa, the pleasure is mine. Thank you for being here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, the viewer count and everything is kind of getting skewed up here. Let's go ahead and move it like that, I guess. Or no. He's right wing, yeah. Who's going to be left? Is it going to be McCann? Alright. Like, none of these guys really, like, move the needle as, like, first-line guys, in my opinion, you know? Like, even Jonas Donskoy. Donskoy's out here as a winger, both left and right. I mean, for the sake of just putting him here, let's do that. Donskoy. Next center. William, thank you so much for your subscription here. We could put... I kind of want to play McCann at center, to be honest. I want to play McCann at center, so maybe we'll do McCann at number 2 as our number 2C. Alright, McCann... And then, what, Tanev next somewhere on the wings, or whatever? Who is the Kraken head coach? Head coach for the Kraken is Dave Hackstall. Alright, let's put Tanev here. Have Tanev and McCann, 2 Penguins over there in Seattle, dude. Can you stream the schedule reveal? I don't really care about the schedule, to be honest. These guys aren't even first liners besides Eberle. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you so much, though, Giron, for your subscription here. Tanev is a third liner and a second line at best. Yeah, that's why we're putting him here. Calle Yarncrow, maybe? Calle Yarncrow can play wing. We could put him here. I mean... Oh, man, I'm spelling this one wrong. Yarncrow. Okay. The blue line looks decent, though. Yeah, sorry. We can't really see too much on the bottom there. We forgot, or we took out the, what was it? The little box. Let's go ahead and put that there. Yeah, okay. Let's put this here. There. There we go. Okay, it's tough making a lineup out of these players, man. They're all kind of whack. Like, compared to, like, even, like, Colin Blackwell, you know? I'm trying to find a place for him as well. Okay, so Colin Blackwell's a center. I mean, we might be able to play him third line. Like, the rest of these guys, man, like, well, you're going to have, like, Cole Lind here on your third or fourth line or whatever. Nate Bastian here somewhere as well. Like, you could have had Tarasenko. You could have had Voracek. You could have had JVR. Even Jeff Skinner. Oh, man. Bastian. You might have Bastian there. You have Gord. I guess you'd do Alexander True and Twarinsky afterwards. Carson Twarinsky. I mean, okay. Twarinsky plays left, so we'll put Twarinsky here. Oh, man. Oh, Lozon's a forward. Okay, that's my bad. Okay. Let's put him there, then. Wait a minute. No, Jeremy Lauzon is a defense. On the Bruins. Okay, you could have had Tarasenko, Voracek, Kerfoot. What in the world was Seattle doing? I mean, okay. Let's scroll down a little bit here more. I mean, I guess you have to have True here, just for, like, a lineup point of view. Oh, my goodness. Why is it auto-correcting to True? Okay. A True. There. And then, I guess you'll do Quenneville Quenneville or Geeky in the last spot. John Quenneville. Okay, let's go ahead and see where he is at over here. He's a center winger, so he can play anywhere. Morgan Geeky is a forward as well. And Morgan Geeky is a center right wing. So for the sake of it, let's just put Quenneville here. Oh, my goodness. And then we'll have, like, Geeky, and, like, Pitlick as our extras. I get, dude, that is really not a good forward core. Oh, man. They're really, really betting on free agency to help him out, eh? Aren't they? They're barely second-line players. Lozon's a defense. Yeah, okay, so for D, this is where things get a little interesting. Because for D, I mean, like, look, I really like Cale Fleury. We could put Fleury on, like, the second pairing or whatever. And then Hayden Fleury. Oh, we have to put the C, right? Yeah, because it's C. Hayden Fleury is a left. Okay, C, Fleury, and then we'll do H, Fleury. There we go. Great one right there. You know Giordano was going to be the top guy, so Giordano, let's have him there. I mean, okay, look, I know people like Lauzon as the number 4, as a top 4. I'm going to put him here just because I want to have the brother connection. Just because I want to have that brother connection. And, wait, no, he's left. We'll put him on the other side there. Okay. Alright, so who else do we have? Borgen, Cholowski. I don't really like Cholowski that much, man. I'm going to be honest. Like, if I'm going to be really, really honest here. Meanwhile, Adam Larson's probably going to be their number 1D on the right. Jamie Oleksiak is going to be there too. Oleksiak. I just don't really like... I don't think that Cholowski really moves the needle all too much, dude. Alright. Appleton, third line. Oh, right. Completely forgot about Appleton. Oh, yeah. No, we have to move Appleton there. Yeah, so let's move True here. Move Blackwell here. Appleton's got to be there in the third line. Like, yeah, I completely forgot. That's my bad. Forgot about Appleton. Oh, yeah. It looks a little bit better. A little bit better. Yeah, a tad better. Okay, so the last one for defense... Oh, I completely forgot about Vince Dunn. Oh, yeah. Vince Dunn is fantastic. He's got to get some minutes right there. But he's a lefty, though, so what are we going to do? I think we might be able to swap out... We might not actually have the brother pairing anymore if we go this route. Unless we want to play Vince Dunn in the right, which I don't know. Does he play in the right? Anybody want to correct me there? The blue line could be good if the brothers could end up being good. Yeah, let me know though. Does Dunn play on the right? I'm not really too sure there. And we forgot Carson Soucy as well. Yeah, okay. Soucy, he plays left as well though. So, somebody want to let me know which among these defenders also play on the right, because we only have 2 righties so far that I've known. Larson and Giordano, top D-line, Oleksiak and Dunn. Okay, let's put Oleksiak and Dunn there in the middle there. Let's put this pairing here. Lozon, swap it out over there. Oleksiak, Dunn. Alright. Right. Soucy, Oleksiak. Cale Fleury, third line. Okay. Lozon plays left and right. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking about swapping out Hayden Fleury. Just because Hayden Fleury hasn't really, shown off himself all too well the past few seasons. I wonder where we put Soucy, though. Thank you for the show. Hey, thank you for sticking around, Frank Castle. I kind of, I really want to play Lozon, though. I think Lozon really does have some good value. So, I mean, we'll keep things the way they are like this. And then for goalies, I mean, you have Drieger. And then you would have Vanacek. And then Dacord. That's kind of what you would be doing, right? Oh, we completely forgot about Borgen, too. Darn. Yeah, there are a lot of defensemen on this team. Dunn, Fleury, Soucy, McDermott as well. Completely forgot about him. And Chalowski. Jesus. Okay, here. And then we're going to do... You can create so many other pairings with this lineup, dude. And the Columbus guy. What in the world is his name? Bayreuther. You could create so many extra, little player combinations here. Oh, my goodness. Soucy is better than Oleksiak. Okay, we'll put Soucy in there. I think we had Oleksiak twice. Okay. So, is this it? You forgot McCann? McCann is second line center right there in the middle. Seattle didn't pick Carey Price. Yeah, he didn't. So, are we missing anybody? So, right now we have our 12, 6, 18, 21 right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so we've gotten everybody here. There's a lot of extra defensemen on Seattle. A lot of extra defensemen on Seattle. But, yeah, honestly, the team isn't really, I think the Seattle Kraken are really going out there and betting on free agency. We just kind of scrambled together, put this lineup together based off of all the guys that exist in the lineup today. But, look, you talk about Vegas going out there, proving everybody wrong in their first season, getting the players together and doing really well, breaking off all the expectations and being good. Do you see the same out of Bastian and Lind and Tworinsky and Quenneville and True and Geeky? I don't know, man. They went really young. They went really RFA heavy. And you have all the other guys. I mean, the defense was tough. They don't have too many right-handed guys. A lot of these guys are lefties. It's tough to find room for everybody, especially since you only have 6 defensemen that play at a time, but they have so many extra defenders. BJ Bond's pointing it out right here. Oleksiak, man, he's getting $4.6 million or whatever it is, and he's not even, in the lineup that we have. Because Soucy, people feel more comfortable with Soucy in the lineup instead, and Lozon, I want to get Lozon in there too. Drieger, Vanacek, Dacord, you're going to see one of these goalies get moved, I think. Like, you don't need this much goaltending. Driedger and Vanacek are already good enough, I think. But I think, the Kraken are really going to go out there and start betting on free agency. It's going to be Landeskog. It's going to be Schwartz. It's going to be whoever they can get their hands on. Let's see if you try to make a mock, get Torensky out of here. Let's put him here on, like, our extra line. All right, let's put Torensky here, and then we put Schwartz instead. Like, if we put Schwartz here, all of a sudden, like, the rest of this lineup is, like, it's a lot better. Like, that looks fantastic. Well, okay, maybe not fantastic, but, like, a lot better. And you add, like, a Landeskog, too. Like, this team's projected towards having, what, like, $75 million in cap space, or in cap spending, once you have all your RFAs re-signed. Like, you're going to have some money. And this is why I've been saying it the entire time, man. Like, it feels like the Seattle Kraken really just capitalized on the money, and they sacrificed on talent instead. Like, even for the defense, like, you could have had PK Subban. Like, that's $9 million, but come on, you have so few right-handed defensemen. It's Larson, it's Fleury, and, like, all these other guys play left, pretty much, that, it's tough to look at it and say that they've done the best job that they could have. Like, the decor, I think it's okay. Like, I really do like this top four. I like Soucy a lot. Like Giordano, of course. Larson, he bounces back. He's great. But you still have all this extra stuff here. Like, I don't think you're going to have enough room, Like, if you really want to put Oleksiak in there. All right, let's try doing that. We'll swap Lazan out. Like, you have a $4.6 million guy on your third pairing. And people here have been saying that Oleksiak is better than Soucy. So it is kind of all over the place here with the money and the values. It's like, okay, if you're going to spend a lot of money on Oleksiak, why could you have not shelled out some extra money on a PK Subban? Even like the carry prices and all that. I can't believe I just said that last sentence, by the way. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I don't think the Seattle Kraken took the best roster they could have had. Tarasenko, JVR, Voracek, even Jeff Skinner, for crying out loud. Max Domi, too. A lot of money left off the board. But it's a lot of big names as well that you didn't end up taking, too. Also, we didn't get any ideas of trades. We didn't get any notifications of where guys are getting moved to and what the picks and the compensation was to keep other players around. Like, dude, they're going to have so much money in cap space as well. Yeah, exactly. $50 million is like the spending right now, but that's like with the RFA guys and the contracts they had before. Like, it's not, a lot of these RFAs are not going to get the same money as they got previously. So I'm saying, just to be really liberal with it, maybe an extra $20 million just for all the other RFAs they have, and you still have so much cap space to go out there and sign Landeskog or whoever it is the heck you want to go out there and take. So, Seattle, we didn't get any trades. Dude, if this is the roster that Ron Francis just drafted without any trades whatsoever, then I'm going to be shocked. Because it means that the NHL and the teams in the NHL, they did what they wanted to do. It's what Seattle did, it's what Toronto and Pittsburgh did. Okay, Seattle really wants to take Kerfoot. Well, let's acquire this Jared McCann guy from Pittsburgh. It's going to cost us a small price, but it's going to cost us a smaller price than what it would have taken if we were to say, okay, Seattle, please don't take Kerfoot here. What do you want? They're going to ask for a first or whatever. Like, they went out there, they actually did it so that Seattle didn't have any more bargaining power in these trade opportunities. So, if this really is the roster that Ron Francis ended up just picking straight up, then Marc Bergevin's bet with Cale Fleury and Carey Price, it paid off. Toronto's bet with Kerfoot and the McCann trade, it paid off. The other trades here, I mean, the Islanders maybe kind of lost out because they tried to do everything they could. They traded away Leddy to do all this other protection, and they ended up giving up Eberle anyway. So I think maybe they're kind of a loser in this situation. Tampa, obviously, because they had so many good players available, they kind of had to lose one of them. Kelly Yarncrow going instead of Johansson or Duchesne, that's... Oh, man, if I'm Nashville, I'm not really feeling good about that one, man. But, yeah, this is the roster we have, just kind of a mock that we see here. Cap Friendly also said no trades as well. Okay, I see. But, yeah. Dude, Dom, you're absolutely correct about that, right? Some people were saying that this was going to be the expansion draft filled with trades. So maybe they're not revealing them yet. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, though, this is the roster for the Seattle Kraken. I think we're going to go out there and end the stream off here because it's been fantastic. It's been a great time. We hadn't streamed for a while, so it's great to get the, the gears rolling. It's been, what, 3.5 hours? Oh, that's a great stream, isn't it? Thank you so much for hanging out with us, though. I really appreciate the support here. And, yeah, tell me what you think in the chat, the comments and all that about Seattle, the roster they took, and the lineup that we have here. It doesn't really look all too great comparative to what I think they could have done, but, yeah. Seattle, eh? Should have put the Fleury Bros in the same pair. Yeah, we could, but I don't want to, it's tough to justify taking out Alexiak, too. Are you going to stream the regular draft? Yeah, we'll do the regular draft for sure. Even with the money, no one will want to go with this team. This reminds me of the past expansion teams where it took years to get good. Yeah, right? That was great. Thank you, Mark. Zach, I appreciate you. All right, I got to go, guys. We got ourselves a lot of extra videos to make about the draft and whatnot, so we got Why I Want coming out tomorrow, the last Why I Want episode for 2021, so please check that out. Got a little bit of a foreshadowing as to who we're gonna do tomorrow, so yeah. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out with us, guys. I appreciate it. Sayonara, goodbye, and I'll see you on the regular draft. We gotta do that too. Thanks for the stream, kept me company when at work. That is awesome, Catherine. Thank you. All right. I gotta go. See ya. Thank you so much, my friends. Peace, 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 peace.